Okay.
So, recording
in progress.
Yeah. And this is tonight's game is Chicago, Vampire the Masquerade Chicago 2000 now, because of Charlie. Episode 50.
50.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Is that right?
yeah. Charlie.
It's like being in dozens of TV episodes.
I think we might be 51.
51? Oh, really? Have I not uploaded?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I thought we uploaded.
Pretty sure it's 51. Oh, 50. But you know what? Let me have a check. You guys keep talking.
All right.
So I'm with Charlie because she's getting me a headset. What if she says
whatever she says is right? I know. So okay, Barry. Then, who are you this evening?
I am.
There is Archon Vincent. There is Chase, and there is Peter. As Peter.
51.
Yeah.
No, we'll start with Archon Vincent.
51. So what's episode 50 then, Charlie? Is it not on the playlist?
Remembering Archon Terrace, and it's in 2 pieces, and it is in the playlist now.
Oh, okay. So I need to move 49 up in the wrong place. Okay, solved. You can drag and drop the playlist videos.
Okay, I'll remember that.
To resequence them. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we know. Okay, so we're on episode 51. Wow, far out. We have come a long way. That's almost a full year, and if you take... Probably we had a week off or two somewhere along the lines, surely? I don't know. Anyway, we seem to have pretty close to it. Cool. So, Charlie, who are you going to be tonight?
Mercy. I've got shit. She's got shit to do.
She's got shit to
do.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, which means whenever she goes, my other character will be around somewhere.
Right, so Peter will be following Mercy, basically.
Yeah,
that's his plan.
Yeah.
Okay, and Vincent hanging out with Nyanga. Short story, you've visited the Primogen a couple of times.
Yeah.
You've met them as an Archon in official capacity. They know who you are.
Okay.
Obviously, you know the Prince.
Yep.
Your general objectives here are to collect information for a conclave at some point, right?
Yep.
That's generally what you're here to do. Nobody knows that, of course, except for the Chicago Queen Coterie, some of those members, I believe. Is that right?
Yep.
And possibly
precisely.
some of the gangrel too, to be fair. A couple of gangrel. So we've got the wolf pack.
They're working with me.
Right. Yeah.
The wolf pack and the coterie.
Right. Okay. At this point, quick question: does Vincent know about Mimi in that situation with Mercy?
Nobody has told him per se yet.
Nobody's told him, so he doesn't know about that whole situation.
No, he doesn't.
So presumably, neither does the wolf pack.
But even if the wolf pack wouldn't know either.
Okay.
Belladonna doesn't know.
Belladonna doesn't know. Okay, who does know? Only we know Mimi, Jason.
Chase.
Sorry, not Mimi. Mercy, Jason.
Chase. Chase knows about it.
Chase knows.
And Peter knows about it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And Peter is technically part of the Chicago Queen Coterie too now, isn't he?
That is correct.
Okay. And is he adding to their files with any of these details, or is he leaving the stuff out?
He's deleting stuff out that he doesn't think they really, 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 really need to know.
Okay.
And he's tossing in his mind if they really, really, really need to know about Mimi.
Right. Because based on what is your deciding factor? Like, why is it that you're considering this?
Because one, he's seen that, strangely enough, him and Mercy team up rather well when worse comes to worse.
Right. Despite
and he
hating
doesn't kind of want to bucket that up. And he feels some emotion for the kid.
Okay.
For the kids and what they're going through.
Okay.
So he's wondering, he's having a bit of a conscience rock about whether he should, because it means a lot to his client,
Right.
which is Mercy.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to bugger that thing up because he thinks that the Camarilla will automatically go, oh, they need killing.
Right. So he's concerned that the Camarilla may choose to put the kid down.
Yeah.
And where does he stand on that matter, given that, what the situation is? Obviously, he's not happy with that. He cannot conscience that. Is that his situation?
Yeah, because they're still kids, and they may be vampire kids, but then
right. And Mimi's not even a vampire at this point; she's a ghoul.
He also looks at it this way: the Camarilla has this tendency to have young vampires go out and do crap, and then they make mistakes, and then somebody else has got to pay for the shit.
Right.
So
okay.
He's kind of that way,
Okay. So I'm just going to put you in a bit of a situation to make a decision here, because on the other hand, you do work for the Camarilla, you do work ultimately for Khalid and for the Nosferatu. And you are part of the Chicago Coterie that was set up to destroy the Sabbat. And this issue with Mimi is very Sabbat related and may provide clues and hooks and investigative pathways.
That is another reason he's keeping quiet about it, because he knows something about the Sabbat, and he knows Chase knows something about the Sabbat.
Okay.
So he's thinking this may lead to bigger things. Then he can give bigger information to the Nosferatu.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so in this instance then, on this evening, did we leave anything in the middle of things, or did we get to the end of the night last time?
I don't think we were at the end of the night. Chase had popped over to see Mercy.
Right.
And
okay.
I don't really remember.
Well, we can start with Chase and Mercy if you like, or we can just start a different night if it's easier.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget, they're together at the moment.
They're together?
Yeah, because he went to the... grandmother told him about Mercy's problem.
Yep.
And he went to the Chantry.
Right.
And he saw what the child did.
Right, so you are at the Chantry then?
Yes.
This is Chase and Mercy and Jason Newberry and Garwood Marshall and Nikolai.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Very well. You've been there for a couple of days now, I think, haven't you, Mercy, with the Tremere? And so far, they've offered you lots of assurances. They've, in fact, what are you doing at this moment?
I was, I'll be sitting on the couch with Mimi.
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes and try and find that scoundrel in my mind.
Okay. She's like, Mommy, my tummy hurts.
Again? You hungry again?
Hungry, Mom.
Okay. We'll get you more food, okay?
Okay, Mom. Soon.
Yep. Soon.
Okay. And there's a knock at the door.
I'll answer the door.
You look out.
Hello?
And you see nobody, and then you look down and you see Nikolai.
Hello.
Greetings. May I
Do you want to
enter?
come in? Yes, of course you can.
He walks in on his cane. Shortened little cane. It's very cute. And he comes in. Greetings. I have considered your circumstance now for a couple of days, and we've been discussing what can be done. There's one possibility that I will float with you, but it's not ideal. The elders in Vienna are interested in examining the child to see if something can be perhaps rectified through the blood magic of thaumaturgy. This is something that has never really been done before, so there are, of course, no guarantees. And the thing that mostly I think, and I suspect that you will balk at, is that they have demanded, unfortunately, that the child would have to go alone, or at least with the companionship of one of my child there. This is an option that I would like to give to you.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
In her mind, she's like, now please go.
So perhaps I give you some time to consider. And
Good idea.
very well. You how long do you think you will be planning to stay with us here?
Oh, probably not too much longer. Could you give me like a couple of days?
Yes, we can arrange for that, of course.
Sweet, thank you.
Most welcome, my child, and I hope that you are being made comfortable. And also, I ideally hope that you will pass on the well wishes of our clan to everyone in the Camarilla, to show them that we are indeed compassionate and helpful to those who need.
If this works out, then hell yeah.
Thank you so much. And he bows and he closes the door behind him and he's gone. Is Chase there during that scene? Is he invisible?
Yeah, and he resisted saying, hell no, that's not going to happen. He's got feelings on the matter. He considers...
Your camera keeps shutting off.
Oh, I know what's... you wouldn't believe this, but it's doing it when I...
Do I have to try win you a new camera?
Okay.
Get him
All
on your
right.
computer.
I'll get you on your computer.
Yeah.
Now, his feelings on the matter is one, mercy for all she does, even though she brings out the bad side of him, and that is the bad side of him.
Yeah.
She does that. Not her fault. It's his, thing. She's still part of his team, and part of his family as Malkavia goes.
Right.
He's part of that, and he's not going to let her down. He's had too much of that shit in his own life. So he doesn't want her to... It's her decision, but personally he's thinking, oh, none of that shit should happen for sure. I'll hide her in wherever I have to hide her to do that.
Okay.
So there you are. That's how he feels.
I turn to the others. I'm like, I'm obviously not gonna let that happen. Anyway, they're just gonna torture her, like, obviously. I've seen all the films. So we need to find this Tzimisce. And
do you know how hard finding a Tzimisce is gonna be?
I've got an idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. So could you look after Mimi for a bit? I need to find a quiet area.
Okay, give me here. Here
you go. Mercy, Uncle.
My tummy's still hurting.
Okay. Can you go get her some ham?
Ham?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want ham, Mommy.
She might want,
Right.
your
Okay.
blood.
I'll put some of my blood into a little sippy cup thing for her.
Here comes my girl. Right. All right.
She drains it immediately. It's gone.
So proud of her. Anyway, I'm gonna rush off to a quiet area. I'm gonna sit down.
All right.
And I'm going to scour my brain for that asshole.
All right.
Where are you? In my brain, I'm like, come out wherever you are.
You're looking for...
I know you're hiding.
Ramirez, was it? What was his name?
Rodriguez.
Or
what's his Philippe?
Right. Rigor. Okay.
One of those fuckers. They're around here somewhere.
After let's see. I think there should be a role in this. Something to do with you've got a Wait, that's Belladonna that's got the seeing dead people business. Mercy Adams.
Yeah. She's got all specs.
All specs. What level all specs are you
Just
at?
3.
Just 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. You can make a manipulation and occult check, please. You need 3 successes.
Oh god, I can't use willpower. I'm getting low. This is important. It's worth it. I did the wrong one. There you go. So 3.
2 successes. 3
I
successes.
used the willpower.
You
Yes.
did use a willpower. Okay. All right. In the darkness and the shadows across from you on the other side of this small cloistered library corner, you see the glint and reflection of twin lenses coming from the darkness across from you, and you can sense a shape there.
I stand up and walk over. Hello?
Well, well, well. You're looking for me.
I'm looking for you.
And what do you think I'm going to do for you?
I need your help finding a Tzimisce.
The irony. You want my help now.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, aren't I one of you? Well, aren't I Sabbat now? You made me do your ritual.
Uh-huh. Well, it's questionable if you are Sabbat or not. You've not proven yourself to anyone. To no one, in fact. You would need to seek out an archbishop for that.
Right. Anyway, I need a Tzimisce. So could you hook me up with one,
just
please?
provide you with a Tzimisce. Oh, I see. So that you can do this to them too.
I'm not interested in diabolizing them.
You want to destroy the Sabbat.
No, I want to have a happy family.
Oh,
You're the one that started this, remember?
you can never have a happy family. You understand you are insane.
Well, there might be, but I might be insane enough to find a Tzimisce. So why
Good
don't
luck.
you?
Help
Why don't you give me the opportunity? Yeah.
And what will you do for me? What will you do for the Sabbat?
What is it?
will
What
I
is it
ever
that you
benefit?
want?
What do I want?
Yeah, I mean, you're dead now. There ain't much you can do about that. But I don't know. I could get a message to somebody or something.
A message to someone. Well, I can. I'm not really seeing that I have a great incentive to help you here.
Well, give me what you want. What do you
You
want?
have taken everything from me. I have nothing left to want.
Well, there's
No.
more. There's always more.
There is
Even in the
always
afterlife.
more. All right then. I'll tell you what I want. Are you ready? Are you sure?
Just tell me.
I will deliver your Sabbat, your Tzimisce, in spades. But you do one thing for me.
What is it?
You have to kill Prince Loden.
I need a Tzimisce first.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Not a chance.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to kill Prince Loden.
Well, then I'm
at the
afraid
moment.
your little girl's going to suffer badly.
I think you can come up with something better than that.
You could just put her down. It's time, you know. She can't go on like this.
Could I
Are you even sure that it's her? I mean, she could be like a kind of replicant.
Is it possible to dominate someone that's not actually there? Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Look, clearly you've got no idea about where you might find a Tzimisce. I think you're just full of shit.
Well, let me show you something. And he closes his eyes, figuratively speaking, because he doesn't have eyes. And you have this vision. It's one of his memories that he recalls forward. And it is a mountain fortress in a desert. And there's a road leading up to it, and you can see like there's like a big hacienda up on the side of this hill, heading up to this fortress on the top of this hacienda, behind the hacienda, up on this hill, this sort of mountain. And it looks like an old Spanish style fort from maybe centuries ago. And then this fades out and you return to seeing his lenses in the dark. This place, you'll find your Tzimisce here. But they will kill you, of course, before you can get close to them. It's a shame.
Looking
There's
forward
nothing
to it.
that you can do.
A hacienda.
Yes, so many places like this across the whole world, though. Good luck finding it.
I'll find it. Thank you.
But it exists. And if you do what I
Excellent.
ask, I can tell you the way. Quickly. All you need to do is to get one individual with a bomb inside the prince's chamber. Bang.
Cool. Well, thanks for the answer. I'm gonna go find it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I shut his shit down. I leave.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay.
You called me here. I am still here now. It's a pity for you.
You can really go. You can go.
There is some very specific things that you need to tell to a spirit if you want them to leave you alone. Perhaps you are in the house of the Tremere. Perhaps one of they will give you the answer to this.
I look him deep in the eyes and I start to tell him the entire story of Hello Kitty.
Okay.
So Hello Kitty was created in 19 something by a Japanese woman from the get-go. Just I keep going and keep going and keep going.
When as you're going, you're talking along, and after a while, you realize that Abraham de Sable has been standing there listening to you for about 3 or 4 minutes. You know, that is a real fascinating story you have there.
Thank you. Anyway,
you're the young lady with the child up in here, is that right?
That's very right. I'm gonna need like someone to. Oh, you can do it. You guys are awesome at that sort of stuff, right?
Oh, I don't know. You better tell me what it is that you're looking for.
Looking for a hacienda full of Tzimisce.
Hacienda full of Tzimisce now. I had never heard that one before. You're serious, huh?
I think the map is in my mind.
The map is in your mind. Well, you can't hurt but try. That's what you want, girl.
Yep. Let's go.
You sure not everybody survives this kind of psychic surgery.
Oh, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We ain't ready yet. You better calm down. We got to get some things together before we do nothing.
Okay.
You might want to come back tomorrow night when we got everything together and we ready.
Okay. Say hello to your crocodile. Even though it's an alligator or something.
He's an alligator. Yeah, he is an alligator. Yep.
Okay, I got
a sweet tooth too.
I got the Tzimisce to go and find. Goodbye.
Well, good luck with all of that. Come back tomorrow when you got some.
Right.
You want me to prepare for that? That's what we're gonna do.
Thank you.
This is the way we go
Chase,
to sleep.
Chase.
We go to sleep.
Hey, Chase.
We go
Mercy
to
pops
sleep.
into the room where Chase is, and she
Slap him. Wake up.
This is the way we go to sleep.
No, no. Wake up.
Early in the morning.
Now, are you done with your horrible song? All right. So basically, okay. There's a hacienda somewhere out there that's full of Tzimisce. Although, if you know anyone,
Are you sure
might
they
just-
use the term hacienda?
No idea. that's apparently what I got. So
Because if they use the term hacienda, that would be around Spain or Mexico.
or the entire South.
Or Spain, Mexico, or way in the past.
well, it makes sense if it's in Mexico, don't you think? Because the wolf pack gets sent there all the time. Oh, we should talk to the wolf pack.
They're gonna want.
Bing!
They're gonna want.
They're gonna
answers.
know. Okay, let's go. Jason, could you look after my kids, please?
Oh my God! What? Again?
Thank you.
All right, Mimi, we're gonna go for a ride. You're coming with me.
And Kitty, take Kitty
She's
too.
like, where are we going? It's like, we're gonna go and return some videotapes.
All right, come on.
Yep, let's
to the
go.
Wolfpack.
Okay, so you guys vacate the Tremere Chantry house, and Garwood Marshall comes out with you to the door. He's like, "Are you sure you're all right? You want to go like this? Is this good? Like, you sure you're doing the right thing? Like, you sure you don't want to stay here a bit longer right now?"
Are you trying to make us stay?
No, I'm worried about you. You got a plan now. Is that what happened? I mean, fuck. Last minute I saw you, you were hanging out, huddled down, freaking out. The kid was all, but shit was going to happen, and now you're off doing something else. So then,
Yes, it's good to have things to do.
Okay, good.
Anyway, we're gonna go.
As long as everything is good, that's fine. No problem.
Thank you, Garwood.
Just worried about you, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, so off you go.
Come on, let's go.
Who's driving and what car?
Are you
I don't have a car, so Chase is
Vincenzi.
Yo, hey, what's going on?
Over here, bro. We need to...
Pulls the car over. Here you go.
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
go. Okay, so Vincenzi's driving the two of you.
All right.
Where do we find the wolf pack?
They're at my place.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're at my place at the moment because they're working for the Archon. So they would be at my place.
I think I need a catch up here, but whatever. Let's go there then.
Okay, so which place is it? We're talking about your helicopter pad location?
No. The other place that's supposed to be secret.
So secret the DM doesn't remember it?
You know about it. Remember his place got attacked.
Yeah.
So he found another place, but he kept that secret.
Okay,
and
so that's
where
what
the Archon is based at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So you drive down
all
there.
Right. Age does it to you. You'll get used to it as you get older.
Thank you, Barry. Is it in Gary or is it in Chicago?
It is in Gary.
It's like on the edge.
That's why she hates it because
and Chicago.
Right, it's quite close to Chicago, but it's in Gary. It's just on the other side of the border, just across the freeway.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So you drive there, and that takes 45 minutes probably.
I've got my knives and stuff because when you go to Gary, you're gonna get attacked.
Shit happens in Gary.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to Gary. You get to the location. It's in a suburb near South Bend, and okay, so you come in and the security opens up and what have you, and Julia is there, and Jimmy, I'm assuming, is there. I don't know where Bella and Zora are. I'm assuming they're at the High Priestess. Is that true?
They're probably at the race, the racetrack.
Okay.
Yeah, doing some work.
Memorial business. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Would Zora be there?
Probably not. She's probably at the High Priestess.
And then I assume Jimmy might be at the High Priestess too then. Is that a fair assumption? Or is Jimmy at the Chase's unit location?
Jimmy has helicopters to deal with too. And
that's
things
true.
like
that's
that.
True.
Yes.
No, that's true. But he also has a love life. I mean
yeah, I know. But he's got a better love life than mine at the moment. Okay. No, the character, darling. The character.
Anything.
The character, not you.
All right.
I got myself in trouble there.
Yeah.
You walked right into that one, mate. Walk right into that. Okay,
Thank
so
you
get
support, guys. That's good of you. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so when you get there, Antheus is there, Jackie is there, Sledge is there. Sledge is assisting Jimmy with building a new helicopter engine.
Okay.
Right now, and they're putting it together. And Sledge, despite being a ghoul, is very strong and very capable.
All right, well, I'm going to go up to Sledge, and I'm going to be like, you must be the leader of the wolf pack.
He looks over at you, goes,
right?
Hold on. And they put this thing down, and he's like, he turns around to you. Who are you?
Well, hello, I'm Mercy. You must be the leader, right? You're so strong and muscular, and you smell like car.
Yes, nah, I'm the ghoul. I'm the hired help.
That's
Name's
bullshit.
Sledge.
That is bullshit. Look
Charles
at you,
Charles Waterston.
Charles
His
Wars.
hands
Oh,
up.
hello, Charles Wars.
He shakes your
Warston.
hand. Waterstone.
Waterstone.
And Chase is just nodding his head, going,
I need to speak to the leader
The leader's
of you
dead.
guys.
Sorry about that. Can't talk to him. He's gone.
Well, then who's the new leader here?
Well, I understand we're working for that guy. He points up into the office behind the glass window. It's Vincent.
I walk with haste up there, just ignoring everything else.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just walk straight up the gantry way, up the stairs to the office. In the door, Vincent. Mercy Adams just walks in.
Hello.
Is there
Hello.
anybody with you, Vincent? Who are you talking to? Someone? Are you dealing with anyone?
I am actually dealing with. I finished dealing with. No, I can't deal. I'm just doing paperwork.
Just doing paperwork. It's a quiet moment. Okay.
Yep,
Sweet.
yep,
Very good. Checking messages, that type of stuff.
yep, that kind of crap.
Okay. Receiving. You've got some messages from Vienna,
Okay.
telling you about the latest news as far as certain other cases on the red list are concerned. In any case, Mercy Adams come bursting in the door behind you, going, "Hello."
Hello, I'm Mercy. And you are the person I need to talk to, right?
He spins around and says, "Young lady, it depends on what you want to talk to me about."
I want to talk about the wolf pack and what they're doing in Mexico. I need to get my hands on a Tzimisce.
Now, here's the thing.
Antheus walks in the door behind you. Mercy, just so you know.
Hello, whoever you are.
Name's Antheus.
Antheus, I'm Mercy.
Evening, Antheus. You might want to hear this.
Who's this?
I need to find a Tzimisce. Do you know?
Antheus looks around for Chase. Where's Chase right now?
Chase is like making his way up the stairs because she was quick. She went up.
Okay. But he's not like obviously going, "Oh my God, there's an intruder." So,
No. He's not panicking or anything. He knows his Mercy, and
all right. So because nobody else really knows Mercy, so they're kind of wondering who the fuck she is and why she's here and how she just walked past all the security. Okay.
yes.
So sort of gathering around behind you at the top of the gantry by the door to the office.
Let us start from A and move on to Z. All right.
Okay.
To the Archon.
So when the Chicago Queen Coterie went down, I was on it. I ended up becoming a vampire. And I'm
the
in
Chicago Queen. It wasn't the coterie that went down.
Sorry, yeah, whatever.
And the coterie went
Semantics.
down later, but that's different.
Yeah, I whatever. Do you want to tell the story?
Amphius,
Go ahead. You're doing a
sit
good
down.
job.
Let her finish. Amphius, sit down and let her finish.
All my shit's jumbled. Yeah, I get it.
Antheus sits down.
Anyway, okay, so I have a daughter. Her name is Mimi. She was taken by the Sabbat. I went and got her and killed Philippe God, and now I need to find a Tzimisce in order to wait. What did I say?
You are the one that killed Philippe God.
Yeah. Anyway, I need to find a Tzimisce in order to fix my daughter because she is like slowly becoming a like a flesh monster.
Right. Vincent turns, sends a text that they don't need to worry about Philippe Rigaud because he's no longer on the list.
Okay.
And we're assuming that, and he also marks off Philippe Rigaud's right-hand girl.
All right, Wendy Wade.
Yeah, as not being on the list, and he sends a text saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would seem, young lady, I owe you a favor.
Well, help me get a Tzimisce.
That's a tall order.
And I want, when I get the Tzimisce, I want to be able to have them.
Mercy. Mercy.
I want to be able to put my blood into them so that they make sure that she's doing a good.
You're gonna leave this
good
in the
patch-up job.
hands of these incompetent fools? Really? Good luck. There's no way they're gonna find a Tzimisce for you. Not a chance. I mean, one of them, their leader drove into the fucking Elysium and died already, trying to kill the prince. What a fail. This is all going on in Mercy's head, just so you know.
All right. So
She's ignoring them.
looks at himself sitting in the corner. He says, all right, that's your department.
Who do you say that to? Oh, all right, to Chase.
No, to, what's his name? Member of the wolf pack in the corner.
Antheus.
Uh-huh. Is it possible that we could find a Tzimisce in Mexico?
Antheus looks at you like, are you out of your mind?
Do I look like a man who's out of his mind?
He says, there's many Tzimisce in Mexico. Yeah.
Excellent. Let's go.
Well,
I'm ready.
Just hold your horses. Hold your horses. We've been fighting them for years. They hold Mexico City. They hold so many places. What do you want? Like, why would you do this?
Because I want one.
What, for fun?
To fix my daughter.
What makes you think that a Tzimisce is going to help you?
I'm going to make them help me.
How are you going to do that?
By blood bonding them to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then dominating the fuck out of them.
If you can dominate and blood bond a Tzimisce, they're not powerful enough to fix your daughter.
That would have been my answer too, by the way.
And give me some actual ideas.
You need a powerful one.
I told you already, you need an archbishop. I told you where, but you won't listen. You only need to do one task.
You need
apparently what we're going to need is one of the higher ups, aren't we? Right?
Like what?
I don't know what I don't know.
Like what?
Well, Philippe was probably someone higher than Philippe. Whatever that's worth.
I don't know. You can't get much. What was Philippe? Because I'd have it on record.
Philippe Rigaud. You only know that he was a scout, but he was also he actually chose to lower his status to do this job in Chicago. He literally, he could have been an archbishop, but he chose not to be because he wanted to be in the front line.
But does Vincent know about archbishops and?
Yeah, a little bit, not huge amounts. You know that there are paladins, bishops, archbishops, Prisci, and a number of other titles.
You need something like an archbishop.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you know that the Sabbat run in packs that are basically coteries that are blood bonded to each other. You know, all the usual shit.
They run in packs. And they're blood bonded to each other. And a bishop is awfully powerful.
Well, it doesn't matter what their power level is. We just need to go get them.
It doesn't matter. Did you hear that? He looks over it.
Look, do you consider yourself a powerful man?
Who are you talking to?
Vincent, yeah.
I am reasonable.
Are you, would you be confident enough to be able to do this?
If a man's too confident, he's a fool. We'd have to make a plan. First, we'd have to find one. Then we'd have to make a plan to take one. Isn't that right, Antheus?
Pretty much. I would agree with that. You would probably need to make some kind of bait or honeypot situation. I don't know how you would even do that to get the attention of a bishop or archbishop or whatever. maybe another way is that you could infiltrate the Sabbat. You could become a pack of Sabbat and visit them and infiltrate their sect. Ask questions, discover things. It could take months.
We don't really have months.
If you
So-
storm in there, they're going to massacre you.
I think we do that plan. The one where we pretend to be Sabat.
I'll give this to you. You're ambitious.
So Antheus says to you, can I talk to you, Archon?
Of course. Excuse me. I'll be back with you.
So Antheus and you go to another private room. I'm going to assume that you've made the effort to make it soundproof.
Oh,
Damn
yes,
it.
yes.
I'm going to
yes,
try
yes.
anyway.
Yes. It's soundproof, all right.
Because Jimmy's not an idiot.
No.
Antheus says to you, who is this woman and why is she why are you even taking this seriously? She says she killed Philippe Rigord and that's why we owe her a favor. We're gonna find a Tzimisce for her. And what?
That's not the only reason.
Oh,
I am wondering. Well, they're coming through here, aren't they? They're coming through Gary a lot.
who
The Sabbat.
the Sabbat?
Mm.
Well, they were. You know, when Philippe Rigord was alive, yeah.
All right. Now we've got a gap. If Philippe Rigord leaves a big gap.
Right. Do you think they're going to fill it quickly? Maybe.
I think so. And amongst their lot, maybe a Tzimisce. They tend to have Tzimisce and that kind of thing work together. And besides that, I'm wondering how a vampire woman gets a child.
Well, that's my first question. Like, what is she talking about? She says she's got a child? What the fuck is going on here? This is against the Camarilla protocols. You get caught in supporting this. We could find ourselves in more hot water with Vienna, the Inner Circle, Justicars.
But she could be the reason we get the Sabbat before they get us.
Maybe.
Yes.
Do we need her to do that?
I think they'll be back.
I mean, we can do our plan anyway without her. We don't need this complication. Why are we catching the Tzimisce? What is it going to do? You need to find out from her what she really wants and what is going on, because I'm not sure that this is all above board. Isn't she a Malkavian?
She is. She is. I know her record. I want to see what she wants. If we can achieve it, we'll achieve it. If we can't, we won't.
Well, look.
If it makes sense to achieve it, more to the point, we
Right.
will achieve it.
But what we don't want to be doing is going on a wild goose chase, running around Mexico, chasing a cardinal or a fucking bishop or whatever, using infinite amounts of resources when we could be doing something actually useful, fighting actual Sabbat in actual places where they're actually encroaching on actual Camarilla. You know, we can take the fight to the Sabbat. We can enter their territory and we can fight them and kill hundreds of them or whatever the fuck. But we will not stop them doing that. And
You know something? You're beginning to sound like a leader. Be careful now.
well,
And that's exactly what he wanted to find out as well. See, when you've got a command frame, if he's first and he gets done, who's going to be second? He just chose his second.
right. Well, that's why Antheus was Tyrus's second.
Yeah. But he's seen it for himself now because he never knew Antheus.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I can see why now. I can see why. Antheus, you're gonna be my second.
All right.
All right. I need your advice, and that was great. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. Okay.
Look, if you were Tyrus, I was talking to Tyrus and he came to me with this one, I would have to tell him, look, there are towns all across the border, across Texas and New Mexico, all the way to California, where there are Sabbat incursions all the time. That's where we put our efforts.
Okay. All right. Now let me talk to the young lady and then we'll go from there.
I say one last thing.
Yes, that's what you're here for.
If we can get actual good intel on an actual cardinal or bishop or whatever, and there is a plan, then it's definitely a good target. But if it's just fucking around for months looking for somebody, they're wasting our time.
Your opinion, my friend, is well noted.
And they come back into the other room.
He comes out and he says, I need you now. Follow me, young lady.
I will go with him.
He shuts the door. All right, this is between you and me, and what's said in here is between you and me. Understood?
Oh, there's only two of us here. In my mind, I'm thinking, and the people in my mind. Ooh.
3 of us.
The 4 of us.
All right. You've taken out Philippe.
Yep.
All right. So are you affected in any way, shape, or manner? Did he bite you? Did he do anything to you? Did he be honest with me now?
He made me he made me do that ritual thing. I can't remember what he called it.
Voldery.
Yeah, that one.
Are you having any effects from it?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Don't think so.
As soon as you do, let me know.
Okay.
All right. How does one like you have a child?
Well, I had a kid, honestly. And then I ghouled her.
You ghouled a child?
Yes.
You do realize there are rules?
I do. However, what was stated to me after the fact that I had done that. So I learned about Loden's laws after I had made her a ghoul. Not true, but but yeah.
So
she's like she doesn't actually know.
So you're telling me that you
okay, well, you know what?
Vincent didn't have aura of perception, did he?
Aura perception? I think he would have by the time he was an Archon.
Yeah. It's up to you, because,
Okay, I'm lying, all right? However, that what I was told was that to make a child a ghoul, you just get a slap on the hand. It's frowned upon. That's all I was told. There was no concrete, you must do this, you must do that. And
I was never got a slap on the hand for this, huh?
I was told that you need to.
Did you get a slap on the hand?
You can't make a child a vampire, but you can make them.
This guy might give you that slap on the hand you've been waiting for.
What do I know the rules are concerning
children?
Rules?
Basically, yeah, it's frowned upon, and basically it's against the rules. I mean, nobody makes child ghouls. It's fucking wrong. They get trapped at one age for anywhere up to centuries. It's completely inhumane. So as far as the Camarilla situation is concerned, it's very bad indeed. Maybe you could mitigate that a little bit by the fact that she's very new. She's a Malkavian, but like, honestly, Gustav would put her and the child down.
And I know this. You didn't even need to tell me that. I know that.
Out of game, like surely he would. Vincent would know that there's like a horde of Tzimisce fucking put in boxes at the order. You just ship one out. like
Does he know
like
this?
FedEx.
And would he dare offer one of the master's, rare
You owe
blood
me a favor.
for it?
This would be
No.
this would be the safer way of doing it.
At this point, Vincent, your ties to the Order of Mars are they have to be entirely secret and entirely unrelated. You cannot bring any of that shit into this. And definitely
So
not
I
going to
couldn't.
Master's chambers
I
for that
couldn't bring a Tzimisce in even if they had one.
shit. Even if they had one. There's no way they would let you do that for some random fucking Malkavian in Chicago. Who gives a fuck? Why are we helping them? Absolutely not. It's ridiculous. Like,
So instead, you'll put yourself in danger.
I mean, you could apply to what your better option. I mean, if you want to go down a route similar to that, you could apply to Vienna and to the Justica's Circle, and see whether they've got anybody on tap. But this raises more questions again, and then it's going to be, well, why are we doing this, and who's it for? Some random Malkavian who's just been made to. No, it's not. It's not an idea that's going to fly with elders.
So Antheus's idea is as close as we're ever going to get.
Out of game, there's a whole better way to go about this, but I'm not telling you what it is. But you've got all the clues, so I'll let you mull over it for a while. You'll get there. To be fair, Mercy's got all the clues.
The fuck?
I know them, but I can't tell her them. I know one of them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bomb? It's like, no.
Okay.
Interesting.
How did you know that a Tzimisce was needed to fix up the situation?
Because I've asked other people, like the Tremere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's clearly a Tzimisce that's done the job.
Oh, no, I can't.
Maybe we can. I don't want to ask that stupid jugular guy. I hate him.
Because he stole a minute out of your life.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't counting.
I mean, I would do anything for her, so. Okay, I'm gonna. Chase.
Chase? What about
Yeah.
Chase?
We're going now. These guys are useless.
You're not going anywhere, young lady. I haven't said I wouldn't do it yet.
Oh, you're going to, because you owe me a favor. And that's what your favor is going to be, so thank you.
It's not that easy.
Of course it's not that easy. It's not like we have them, like, put in boxes in someone's cellar or anything. That would be stupid.
I already showed you the place, Mercy. I already showed you the place. You want a cardinal? Do you want his name?
If you knew...
You're not talking to me now. I see.
If you knew where one was...
Yes, I say that to both people.
What?
I was agreeing with you.
Okay. All right. The thing is, young lady, I have to justify going out there and risking a lot of lives to get one thing. And you're not high enough in the tree yet to be justifiable. So give me a justifiable reason that I can tell my superiors.
Cardinal Tertius will love you.
Right, well, I think if we find one, I mean, could always, I don't know, then we'll have one. If we find one, then we'll have one. And we can use them as much as we want.
So you're saying if we get a Tzimisce, we can keep him and keep training him for information.
You're already doing that shit. You know the Justicas do that shit all the time.
It's already being done by the Justicas.
Look, if you don't want to help, then this is a useless meeting. And I walk out.
Okay.
Come on, Chase, we're going.
You're in your mind, Mercy, a memory emerges of the inside of the fortress on that hill. And you see a dungeon full of Schlachter and Wurst and an army of soldiers surrounding the place. And at the center of this all is this one creature. It clearly is Tzimisce. And this is all flooding back to you as if it were memories. And you're in the memory, you're standing by a swimming pool in the fortress, or in the hacienda, and this Tzimisce creature is standing before you, and you're kneeling before him and fucking terrified. And receiving these orders to go to Chicago to do this thing. It's all a bit jumbled, but you're getting the impression of this whole thing. And when you rise, you bow in front of him, and you address him as Cardinal Tertius.
Tertius, okay. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna use that.
Okay. Does Vincent have Dominate yet?
Vincent.
Because he's known Gustav for God knows how many years now.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if Gustav has...
I will say he can have first level Dominate.
Okay. Come back.
It'll only be one word.
It's one word. It's got to be one word.
Yeah.
What's your one word?
Stop.
Okay.
Okay, roll your dice.
All right, let's roll your manipulation and leadership, I believe it is. Oh, if she's facing away from you, it's not going to work anyway because you have to have eye contact.
Yeah, I walked away.
Yeah.
It's true to say, but you could just say stop and she may or may not follow your command. You are a fucking Archon.
I don't understand those terms. So
stop right now.
I just walk.
She keeps walking.
Men, take her.
There's a lot of guns suddenly pointed at you, Mercy. A lot of cocking of weapons and clicking of ammunition cartridges and such like. Safety switches.
And wolf claws come out and a very solid body.
What the actual fuck is going on here?
You will do as you are bloody told when you were in my presence, young lady. Is that clear?
I don't even know you.
I'm an Archon. You're part of the Camarilla.
I don't know what an Archon is.
Now, she just said she doesn't know what an... Now, Barry, Vincent will be a little bit surprised to hear her say she doesn't know what an Archon is.
You don't know what an Archon is?
Like, she killed Philippe Rigaud for the prince. The prince set her up to kill a fucking head Sabat, and she doesn't even know what an Archon is.
Let me do it. Hmm? he puts his claws back and he goes, hang on. You don't know what an Archon is.
No. So
a
whatever you're
prince
saying
hasn't taught you what an Archon is.
I kind of have had to figure this all out by myself, okay?
You are kidding me.
No. Can I go now?
No.
Put that gun down. I look at Jackie like, just put it down.
Jackie's not pointing a gun at you. He's like,
oh, okay.
Fuck.
They will shoot you if you don't do as I say. Now,
these are just random paramilitary guards.
Get back in there. I need to know everything you know. I know something particularly interesting. Princes don't teach their newly created very well. You are lucky you don't know anything. This way, come on. We'll get a job done here. That's going to help your favor. If you don't know much, then that certainly makes a difference. I'm trying to help you, young lady. Don't push my buttons. I will tell you what an Archon is. An Archon's like a policeman. The only thing more powerful than an Archon is a Justica. He would have you dead by now.
Another thing I don't know, I'm sorry, but
All right. You know how you've learned about bishops and stuff like that.
like I'm you know we can catch up on this. That would be fine. But could we like be doing something at the same time? Because I really need to make sure my kid's okay.
Where is your kid?
I'm not gonna tell you where she is.
Don't make me find out. Tell me where she is.
I'm not gonna tell you where she is.
I'm an Archon. I just asked you to tell me where she is.
I feel like
that's part of being an Archon. Tell me.
It sounds like you think being an Archon is a pass to everything.
You might have given her to the wrong people.
No, of course I haven't.
You make it very difficult for anybody to help you.
Oh, you can't help me. You've told me this already. You said you can't do it.
I didn't say I couldn't help you. I at no point did I say I couldn't help you. I need things like information. I need to know more of what you know. I need to know. You need to have a plan. You're not going to go in there and get a Tzimisce by yourself. They're armored up the fuck. If they're as old as you need them to be, they'll kill you before you even enter the door. You'll be a Sabat before you.
What I want to do is I want to find out where they are, and being here right now is not
and
helping.
They get killed, and then your child doesn't have a mother. How does that work? God. Tell me how that works.
Is there any way I can?
You're Malkavian, not a stupid idiot.
I'm just gonna go into my mind and start seeing Hello Kitty. I just start laughing.
How is this helping you? You should run away now. These people are not going to help you. Okay. Well, she's away in her mind, and I think that makes her an easy target. Boof. Mercy's staked. Unless you want to fight me, but it's going to be a long and bloody fight if you resist. That's all I can say. So we shall say the Mercy is presently staked then. What do you do with her?
Put her in a box.
Put her in a box. All right. How's this working for you now, Mercy? You like this?
I regret trusting the Gangrel. I think they're on my list of people to destroy eventually.
They're terrible, the Gangrel. Yes, you should destroy them. It's true. This Archon, you should kill him too. I'll give you another Tzimisce if you kill this Archon.
All right. I only need the one. Thank you.
But the one that I was going to give you is so much closer.
Oh, yeah?
Sasha Vikos.
Sasha Vacate. Oh, don't know that person.
But out of game, Charlie does. No?
No.
No.
Okay. Right. Vincent goes to Chase.
All right.
Chase. Yes. I've had to stake one of your team because what's wrong?
I'm being a puppet, being puppets talking.
I've had to stake one of your team because one, she thinks she can take on this about by herself. And 2, she doesn't listen to any kind of plan. She just wants to go walk through a door and try and take on the universe.
That's not what I said.
That is what you're acting like. And she's an idiot in the biggest way.
This is Vincent to Chase, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But, my lord, she is one of mine. I don't care if she's one of yours. She had Philippe Rigaud's blood, so we don't know what has happened to her. We can't trust her for a start. She's a wild card. She goes to Mexico. What happens in Mexico? She's part of your team, but she always wants to play alone. I do have an idea, but I'm asking you to risk everything. You and your team.
Excuse me, Archon.
Yes?
I've had an idea.
All right.
The red list.
Yes?
Surely there's a Tzimisce on the red list.
There is, actually.
Should we go and look it up?
Yes, we'll go and look it up. Chase, this is your team, so whatever we come up with is going to be your responsibility. Are you clear? He freezes for a while. Yes, my lord. They go to the red list.
Okay, so you look up the red list, and there is one Tzimisce on the red list at the moment. They are often referred to as the Warlord. Their sire's name was Sarah, according to the records. This is a Sabbat Warlord and ex-Roman centurion, according to your notes. Killed a member of the inner circle, exposed various justicas to their enemies, mass breaches of the Masquerade, and they went dark in 1997. Last contact was a massive bloodbath in a major opera house in South America. The file is being kept with the head of Clan Nosferatu, actually. But the name of the Tzimisce is Tertius.
And where is he likely to be found? Where was his last sighting?
As I say, 1997, so that's about 3 years ago, in South America.
South America.
Yeah. He's number 9 on the red list. Oh, and is 5th generation, according to your records.
What's your opinion? He looks at Antis.
I think my opinion, you want my real opinion, is crazy. But and look, if we can find this guy, this Tertius, if we have, maybe with Vincent, who am I talking to, by the way? Am I talking to Vincent or Chase?
You're talking to Vincent.
Okay. Perhaps it is that you have the resources required for this. Maybe you're ready for this job, but just the wolf pack, no way.
What if I send Chase and Mercy and the Nos to look for him and offer them my resources?
I think that without you, Vincent, they're dead.
But
this is a red list vampire. There's no way. If you I mean.
No. What I'm saying is they can find him where they think he is, or the closest to,
Okay.
and then I will come.
Bring the cavalry.
Bring the cavalry.
Okay, that's what you think is good.
What's your opinion?
I think that we should go and we need to locate him first of all. That's the hard part. We don't know where this vampire is.
Okay.
So, but I mean, all I'm saying is we have one on the red list. If we were to concentrate our efforts on finding this Tzimisce and put down everything else that we're already doing, we have a conclave to organize, a whole bunch of shit. We start a whole other task force for this. This is like another, I don't know, millions of dollars of resources from somewhere. So we channel these resources. You need to talk to the Justicar, I think, if you want to do this. You're going to have to talk to Justicar Xavier.
Now, I've got to talk to the both of you as players and judge now.
Okay.
Can I do that?
So, out of game.
Yeah. I could get Vincent could get my other character, that Vincent's shoulder, to go with them.
Why didn't you just take Vincent?
No, to do the searching around.
Yeah, you can still just take Vincent.
Because they've got to find him first, don't they?
That's true.
Yeah. So they still have the protection. And when they find him, then I'll come in with the cavalry.
I think that you should just try and stick to playing one character if possible. I would appreciate that.
I just thought that'd be easier.
Yeah, it would be easier for me if you just stick with like the main characters. You need a plan first anyway. You don't even know where this guy is, so
okay.
That's the first priority.
All right. Your coffin will get stood up.
Okay.
And chase the Malkavian and Mercy. Now you'll get told, he'll get them all into a room, and she can still hear, can't she?
You believe so?
All right.
Unless she's going la 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 la.
Yeah.
Hello,
He puts it up on screen.
I'm taking note of his voice because I'm gonna remember it for a long time.
Just enough for him to cut your head off. Okay, right. He goes up on screen and there's everything to do with this guy on it.
Okay. So you see the name Tertius come up, and he like, I don't know if you've ever seen Blacklist, TV show Blacklist. Like, they've got this fucking complex shit, and there's computers everywhere, and there's like massive LCD screens on the wall. It's like, okay, bring up the file, bang, it's on the wall. Okay, so this massive LCD screen brings up Tertius's file and all of the things that I explained to Barry. Do you want me to go through them again?
Nah, it's fine. I think I got that. Yeah.
All right, good.
Okay, and basically, to make a long story short, he tells them their mission is to find him and then let me know when they've found him. Do not attack him by yourself because you will get done. He will do the lot of it. And I will come to you and deal with that part of things, and then we will get him to do what you want.
You know, Mercy, if you want to get his attention, I can tell you, you can send a letter somewhere.
Okay. Tell me where.
Once you're free. Right now you have a stake in you. You're useless to anyone.
Sure, I make a great, paperweight.
You make a good meat popsicle.
Thank you.
All right. So do you unstake her after that, or what happens?
He stands in front of her and he says, "This is your team. They are your responsibility. Let's see what you can do with it." And he changes makes his body solid.
Okay.
And pulls it out and gets out of the rope.
Right. So you probably drop to your knees and
My resources are now your resources. Get to doing it. Find them, and then you'll get what you want. Next
Okay.
time, just ask and listen.
I'm gonna walk out.
okay. So you
As I
walk
leave,
out.
I'm like,
Okay.
Cut a finger off.
You're gonna cut her
no, I'm
finger.
like, I'm not there.
So it's outside that she does
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And where do you go, Mercy?
I'm gonna go back to Jason's. I assume that's where he had gone, right?
That would make sense.
I'll
yeah.
I'll ask him where he's gone to and then go there.
Yeah. All right. He'll meet you. Actually, you know what? He's at a restaurant.
Okay. Well, I need to go with Chase up to a point anyway.
Okay. So is Chase with you then, or did
Yeah.
Chase leave with you?
Because they're her team now.
Can you take me home, Chase?
Yep.
Vincenzi's still parked up.
Sweet,
Not a
thank you.
problem, boss.
So you get in the car with Vincenzi and start
Yeah.
driving back to Chicago proper. Okay. So where we going?
I say Westchester, some like her place.
All right. So Vincenzi drives you through to Westchester. What's the mood and atmosphere of the car like for that 40-minute drive?
I'm angry.
So she's just like
Rain
twitching.
clouds.
Okay. All right.
Looking out the window.
Looking out the window. It's quite clear tonight. You can see a few clouds, but you can see the moon, and it's 3/4 full.
That's lovely.
And at another part of the road, you go across the river, and the moon reflects off the water. And it's pretty. You get into Chicago. You get back to Westchester. Drive into your complex, and Vincenzi pulls up outside your house.
Thank you. Okay, see you later. I go inside and I'm going to get changed and look nice, and then I'll go and meet Jason on my own vehicle.
It's really lonely around here, isn't it? No one here. No cries of little girls running around.
I know.
Nothing like that.
So sad.
So sad.
Vroom vroom.
What is she gonna do if she can't keep eating? I mean, she's a walking breach of the Masquerade. She's gonna outgrow her skin. Is that what she said to you?
Yeah, I don't want that. So,
Yeah.
right. Before we go, give me that address.
Oh, you want that address now?
Yes, please.
Okay. You want to write to Father Matthias?
Father Matthias, yes.
Care of
the
Saint Cristobal's City Mission, Mexico City.
Okay, sweet.
Send a message there. You say the right things, the Cardinal will find you. Say my name. Tell him who you are. Tell him what you did. He'll come for you.
Okay. I write a letter before I leave. I say that I'm the one that killed Philippe Rigaud. Hello. It's nice to meet you. I'm the one that killed Philippe Rigaud. We need to meet, and I'll put like the cinder as their address as Vincent's place. Oh, Chase's place. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Chase's house is the address that this is the return to sender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Send that away.
All right.
And then I go
pop it in the
meet
post.
Jason.
All right.
Yeah.
So you go to Jason's house. All right. Meanwhile, Barry, which of your characters does what for?
Okay, of course. Peter was with her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Peter is with her, right? And he's
Yeah.
with her
Yeah.
still. Okay. Cool.
And he's keeping his eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
And He's aware she can see him with that thing she has. You know, aura perception. She can see me
What's her
really
Auspex is 3, is it?
3, yeah.
And his obfuscate must be about 3 as well, I'm thinking. Peter Wicks. Obfuscatio. Yeah, 3. So, yeah, it comes down to perception checks, basically.
Yeah.
It's like literally stealth versus, it's your stealth versus her perception alertness.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna hold on to the letter. I won't mail it in my location. I'm gonna go elsewhere because sometimes they'll have those stamps of, like, where they got picked up, or that general area.
Yep.
So I think next time I pay a visit, that's when I'll be sending it.
Oh, okay. So
it'll be quite soon.
soon.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. Very good. Really clever, Mercy. You're really gonna outsmart us about this way. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a broken brain by the time he gets that. This time it's Rodriguez talking to you.
Oh. Hello, Rod.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm gonna drive now.
Okay, so you're driving along. Where are you going?
Kind of nice having people in my mind. I'm gonna go to see Jason at the restaurant.
All right, so you get to the restaurant. Right, and Jason is sitting amongst a group of people in business suits and fine dresses. There's food on the table. Everyone's eating steaks and mushrooms and this sort of stuff. Even though it's like 3 a.m. And this restaurant probably shouldn't be open, but remarkably it is.
Yeah.
There are a few other people who have come in here and set up to dine as well, and they're eating very fine food. And he looks up, and Jason stands up and he goes, "Excuse me, everyone. I'll just have to talk to my secretary." And he walks around the table and comes over to you, Mercy. What the fuck are you doing here?
Seeing you. Wow.
You're interfering in my business, Mercy. What do you
Where are
want?
my kids?
They're at the hospital.
But I thought you said they will kill her. Or
What?
I thought you said they will kill her.
Who will kill her?
The Malkavians. Because of what she is.
Well, they don't have to know.
They do know because they saw her.
Fine, then. Fine. Go and get her, for fuck's sake.
I'm going to. What the? Sort it out, Jason. I love you.
It's like, goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, and don't forget those videotapes. Can you return those videotapes for me before you go?
Oh, hey, guys. This guy here, the greatest lay of my life.
They all laugh.
I leave.
Cheers to that. Okay. All right. So you go and get Mimi then from the Kindred Hospital.
Yeah.
You bump into Herman, the ghoul, and he assists you with this. She hasn't been touched. But as she gets in, how are you traveling?
Motorbike.
Okay. Is Mimi going to go on the motorbike with you?
No. We'll probably get a taxi from there on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So once you get in the taxi and you head off, Mimi burps this big, enormous belch. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. Mimi.
What, Mom?
That was huge.
I ate an orderly.
Well, that's not ideal. Oh, come here.
Give me a tummy ache again.
It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm gonna go back to the Tremere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get back to
And
the
Kitty's there as well. We go inside.
All right.
And I'll go find Nikolai somewhere.
All right. Garwood finds you at the door and brings you in and takes you to Nikolai. So you've returned then. That was much quicker than I expected.
I went to the gangrel.
Have you changed your mind?
I don't know yet. I want to know if there's a way that I could, I don't know, put her into some sort of stasis So she doesn't.
Stasis.
So she doesn't get any worse.
Well, there's one possibility that we haven't considered. It's not very good, and I'm loath to suggest it at all. In fact, it's almost definitely not something that we can do. But you could consider making her a vampire, but then that would be an actual breach of your the rules and laws of the Camarilla. Would not be very acceptable. But it may stop her from transforming any further. Unfortunately, irreversible, and she will be trapped as a child, or possibly as a monster for the rest of eternity. But at least it means that she won't devolve any further. You may have to keep her somewhere, though, out of sight, and not ideal. Not ideal.
I'll consider that. Like if it gets too far, I mean, I could hide.
I would be prepared to let you keep her here for an extended period if you wish, as what would be under the protection of the Tremere within the, you see, we have a kind of diplomatic relation with the Camarilla in that what happens within the Chantry house walls is not considered to be necessarily factually part of, shall we say, the historical record of the Camarilla.
Okay. Right.
You catch my meaning, I hope? Out of game, he reads your aura.
A little confused. Like, so basically, wait. What's he trying to say? Sorry.
What is okay?
A lot of big words I just sort of phased out. Sorry.
It says clearly you're confused, child, but I'll try to explain one more time. Here in the Chantry house, your child is safe. Safe from the Sabbat, safe from the Camarilla.
Okay, right.
I offer my personal guarantee and protection of that. Even if you were to make her into a vampire, I could protect her on the grounds within the Chantry house. This is my domain.
Right, okay.
But she could never leave. You understand?
I understand. Thank you for letting me know that. Wait, are you being honest? This is the truth? Could I
Poor child, why would I lie to you? You want to make an insight check, essentially?
Yeah.
Empathy and perception?
I wouldn't mind doing the, what was it? I don't do Auspex enough. Yeah, I'll do Aura's perception too. It will be tough. So perception.
I read another 60 pages of V5 today, by the way.
60 pages.
Yeah.
Good job.
I thought it was not bad.
Just one success.
One success.
For that aura perception thing.
That aura perception.
I just figure out he's a vampire.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
And at a word, he seems like a trustworthy vampire, but yeah, he's a Tremere, and who the fuck trusts a Tremere vampire? So, you know.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Will you be staying again?
Probably. Oh, by the way, don't trust the gangrel.
The gangrel. One does not put great trust in any vampires. Let's be clear about this. You've never had much training, have you, young one?
No.
I see.
My sire is Maureen, so she doesn't really teach me anything. Everything I've learned, I've kind of had to figure out myself.
That is very unfortunate. Well, I would like to offer my services if you would like to receive tutorage in the ways of the Camarilla and vampires generally. I cannot, unfortunately, teach you our trophy disciplines. You understand they are prized and secret, and many initiations are required.
It's okay. I don't really want to.
That is good.
But yeah. But what I really want is to make sure that there really isn't any way that we could stop it.
Stop her transformation?
I'll just put it on hold.
She's not a kindred. We can't just simply stake her. We could freeze her, perhaps.
Can you do that?
Well, human physiology allows to a certain extent for the freezing of the corpse. It's been known to happen that people have fallen into frozen rivers and survived, having had near-death experiences, this type of thing. There has been some science done in the area of cryogenics, people who have chosen to have their heads removed before they died so that they could be frozen until such a time as they were being able to be transplanted onto another body in the future. The thing holding all of this up is blood. Blood is the problem, you see. The problem with human blood is that when it freezes, the red cells crystallize and they break, and it destroys them. So we need to find another type of plasma, you see. Perhaps ghoul blood, vampire blood, the blood of Cain might be the sort of blood that might help such a frozen individual who had been frozen for perhaps even years. I offer this as a possibility, but it's not been tested.
If I end up
interesting experiment to understand if it worked.
If I end up making Mimi like myself, could I like, I don't know, would you help me teach her?
Help you teach her what?
Yeah, like I don't know much about vampires and stuff. So, like, I want her to be really good at that. But also learn about more occult stuff.
I see. Would like her to become an occultist, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty sick. She'd love that.
Sick? Why would she be sick?
She's very sick.
She is very sick now. Yes. That is unfortunate. Well, I'm not sure what I can promise. I do have many duties that I must fulfill on a nightly basis, and of course I am a member of the Primogen Council here in Chicago, and I also make trips to Vienna from time to time. So what I can promise and what I can suggest perhaps is I can offer you some lessons, yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go hang out with my kid now. And
of course.
I think I know where I might find a Tzimisce, or like ways of doing it, but I can't trust the gangrel. Not after
the
that.
Sable has spoken to me of some sort of psychic surgery operation that you're interested in performing with him tomorrow night.
Yes.
That is
Is that
true.
all right?
It seems like a sensible idea to me, but I think perhaps you should engage my services. The Sable, my child, is very good, but to be frank with you, I'm better.
Okay, do you mind if I have someone there with me?
Who would you choose?
Jason Newberry?
Mr. Newberry. How can I be certain this is not some elaborate ruse from the Malkavians simply to access the Chantry house and to observe our rituals?
I don't think any of us give a shit about your rituals.
You might be surprised.
I would be surprised. No one actually shows any interest in anything vampire. So, like, Mom and Pa is stuck in the hospital.
Oh, yes. The Malkavians here.
Nobody cares.
Mercy. Prince Loden, the Ventrue. How do you feel about the way that they treat your clan? You've noticed, of course, that there is no Malkavian here on the Primogen Council.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping one day that I can be the Primogen.
So you have ambitions.
Well, I want the Malkavians to have a say and be listened to.
Now imagine if you were to achieve such a goal as that. You and I on the council together, what a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Achieve anything. What would you wish to be done if you were on the council of the Primogen?
Well, I would want to like listen to our Malkavian brethren and see what they want, and then try and get a bit of a equality going.
Equality for the Malkavians. That's a very good idea. All the clans within the Camarilla should be treated equally, don't you think?
I'm more concerned about the Malkavians.
Well,
I'm sure.
Of course.
I'm sure that goes without saying, right? But
yes, there's certain rhetoric, or shall we say, speech that must be adhered to when one becomes a Primogen councillor. You have to toe the party line. I'm sure you're familiar with this phrase. No.
Not particularly, no. Don't really work well with people, some might say, but you know, I'll try and make it work.
Well, perhaps your blood relation, Newberry, would be another candidate.
Honestly, I keep telling him that.
Do you think that he
He'd be
should
good at it.
Primogen councillor?
He's much better at talking to people than I am.
Yes.
So yes.
Perhaps. Things to consider. Things to consider. Do you wish to perform this test, the ice test?
Freezing her?
Yes.
Like what's the how do we bring her back?
Well, we defrost her simply. And then we give her blood.
Okay.
Your blood. Vampire blood.
Yep. I think this is probably the smartest thing we can do. Freeze her. And then we solve the issue, and then...
And as long as you don't remove her blood before you feed her, you shouldn't have a problem with a new vampire arising.
Right. Okay.
So you will try it?
Yes.
All right then. How should we go about it? Or shall I leave this in your hands?
The freezing thing?
Yes.
I don't know much about it. I don't know the science behind it, really.
This is not so important.
I'll be there with her, and
I understand that the most cold substance available to us in science is a substance called, now they call it liquid nitrogen. And I think you can obtain it in bottles or something. I put it in your hands to figure this out. I could organize it for you if you wish, but I think this is your task, Mercy.
Okay.
I don't want to take away your agency by doing too much for you.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Important that the young learn for themselves.
Right. Thank you. He's a child. Right. Okay. I leave, and I'm gonna as I'm sitting on the sofa with Mimi and Kitty, I'll give Jason a call.
All right. Oh my God! What do you want now?
Hello.
Did you get her?
Yes. That's all right. How did your friends? What do your friends think of you now?
They weren't my friends, Mercy. Those were my clients.
They seem to appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. So, what are you doing anyway?
I need a lot of liquid nitrogen so I can freeze.
The fuck you want? Liquid nitrogen?
I'm gonna freeze Mimi.
You're gonna freeze her?
Yep, and then we'll bring her back. Once we have it sorted.
Clever, actually. Is it gonna work?
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't know who told you that, but sure. You want liquid nitrogen? You're gonna need quite a lot of liquid nitrogen.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. You're the best. Also, tomorrow, can you meet us here, because I'm going to I need you to look after me while. Sorry.
The Chantry again?
Yes, please.
That place gives me the fucking creeps, you know.
Yeah. The Malkavians are gonna, not the Malkavians, the Tremere are going to look inside my mind and
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm gonna get them to look for information about where to find the Tzimisce guy.
No, you can't do that.
Why not?
They're fucking Tremere. You're gonna
That's why
let them
you're
into your
there.
mind?
That's why you're there. If you don't like it, just say no. I
What if
trust
they
you.
try and control me too?
I don't think they'd do that.
Oh, because they're such kind, charitable people, the Tremere. That's, yeah. Okay. That's cool. So you want me to come along and expose myself to some brain-wiping fucking bullshit from the Tremere while they fuck with your head and rewire you to become their puppet?
Well, if that happens, you'll be there to say no.
Unless they do it to both of us.
They're not going to.
All right, well,
It would be okay.
I have to think about this, Mercy. I really got to think about this. I might have to call in some advice.
Okay.
All right, well,
See you
talk
tomorrow.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll probably see each other tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Night.
Just sit there and play with Mimi. and-
Okay, so you're playing with Mimi. Meanwhile, Vincent, Chase, Peter, and yeah.
You're muted. We gotta get you a big old button.
Big like this.
Vincent is gonna go and see Maureen.
Oh, really? Vincent is going to go and see Maureen. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, Maureen seems to know that you're coming when you get there, and you go into her ward, and she meets you in the visitor room. You guys have been to the visitor room a number of times, so I'm not going to describe it again. But she sits waiting on her wheelchair at the far end of the room, and she seems to be preoccupied looking out through the window as you come in.
He walks in respectfully.
Now, I have to do Maureen O'Leary here now. This is going to be fun. I don't even know how to do this, but I'm going to try. Old lady hair. There you go. She's looking out the window at the moment as you come in.
My
Doesn't say
lady.
anything. Who is that there?
I am Archon Phoenix.
Archon. An Archon in my presence. Interesting. Have not had an Archon here for some time. Terrace was the last one. He died, you know.
Yes, I do.
Dust. Ashes to ashes.
Yes. Very sad.
How can I help you, young one? Not so young, I see. Not so young. She reaches out and grabs your hand. Pulls you a little closer.
Yep.
She's turns
Don't
your
worry,
hand
I'm
over.
aware she could dominate the fuck out of me anytime she likes, but
She turns your hand over and examines your palm. Oh, strong, strong lines. But death. Tragedy. Futility. Ruin. 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 Pity. Now, you've come to me to ask me questions.
I've come to you to inform you of something.
Oh. Do tell me, Archon. I can't wait any longer.
I am aware that Mercy is trying to help her child.
Mercy Adams, a young
Yes.
one. Trying to help her little one, Mimi.
Yes.
They've changed that little girl.
And she is quite, what's the word I'm looking for? She has a strong personality, does she not?
Yes, Mercy has such of her mother's temperament. She gets it from me, you know.
You realize that if she makes that child a vampire, it'll be breaking certain rules.
She really shouldn't do that. She really shouldn't. No.
But the thing is,
But the little girl is very dear to us. Very dear.
I was not aware, and for this I ask you forgiveness. I was not aware at the time that she was not aware of many vampire things at all. Rules, traditions.
Oh. Well, I suppose you probably will have to blame me for that. I suppose I have had some lapses, and it's been hard these last months.
I asked her to stop and come back, and she would not do so. So I was forced to stake her.
Oh dear. Oh well. She learns the hard way with Mercy Adams. Sometimes.
I'm beginning to see that.
But she says, looking up at you now, I'd be very careful. Vengeful is that one.
I think I kind of picked that. Now, I realize I'm not going to be her flavor of the month.
No.
But what I have done to help her with a child, milady.
You are feeling guilty for staking my grandchild, aren't you? That is your undoing, Archon. Too much humanity for the task that you've been given.
I am not accustomed to. I am new at the Archon thing.
Oh.
I did not. I was not aware before I staked her that she was not aware of how to act. So for that, I feel a guilt.
She has always been a rebel, with or without a cause.
She is that. Now, I've given her a task that may help her with her problem.
Oh. And what is this task you've given my grandchild?
There is this certain Tzimisce. The only way she can help her child is to get the help of a Tzimisce.
You would put my grandchild at risk to find a Tzimisce. She did kill Philippe Rigord.
Be not afraid, my lady.
Oh.
All she's going to do, hopefully, I say hopefully, because as you say, she is a willful child. Hopefully all she's going to do is find this person for me, and then I will help her to capture this person and perhaps get him to help her help the child.
And you are telling me all of this because
you are her elder, are you not?
Oh well, yes.
You are entitled to know these things, are you not?
Well, yes, I suppose I am. But I ask you this, are you sure that you're not here asking me to police Mercy Adams because you do not have the taste for it?
I do not have the time for it.
Oh well, that is perhaps an acceptable answer then. Time is precious to us vampires. We only have all of eternity.
You and I both know what eternity feels like.
Oh, the weight of it. Have you ever lit a fire in your lifetime, Mr. Meyer, I believe?
Yes, I have. And you're well informed.
Did you ever burn down a whole city? Can you imagine?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, then we have something in common.
Yes, I understand. We have.
Some people like to say that it was a cow knocked over a lantern, but it was not a cow. I was just a little girl then. I threw the lantern on the first hay bales, watched that place go up. You should have seen the fire spreading across Chicago. It was beautiful.
I imagine the fire danced with beauty.
Leaped across the streets. The streets were narrow in those days, and everything was made of wood. They changed the rules. Now they have to make everything fireproof. Isn't that hilarious?
It is. Have you ever walked in the street of blood?
Well, I haven't walked for a long time, Mr. Meyer. She wheels back a few feet. No walking for me, not these nights. No. And the last time there was a significant amount of blood around me, I believe, was when the ship was sinking in the lake. That's when mercy was created by my child, Mr. Newbury. Bless his soul, my son.
Do you think she'll take up the challenge?
What was your challenge again?
He goes through it with her again, respectfully.
Specifically, what was it though?
Basically, what she has to do is find this guy, find out where he is, only where he is, and then to inform Vincent, and then Vincent will come.
After you explain that to her again, she says, Mr. Meyer, I see that there is I have one small contention with this plan of yours with Mercy. She's just a little girl, and you're a big, bad Archon. Why is she doing this for you? Why aren't you doing this for her? She needs your help. She's coming to you, a representative of the Camarilla. Shouldn't you be bending over backwards to help our younger generations into the world of darkness that we exist in?
You and I know I already am.
I see.
Just by letting that child exist.
I see. I see. So you would be prepared to bring some form of allegation against that child if Mercy was to disagree with these terms. Is that the case?
I don't work that way. You
That
wanted
is
to
what
learn?
you have explained. Well, forgive me, Archon, I am not disagreeing with you. I understand if you feel that you need to use force, threats, blackmail.
Those things do not appeal to me. That's why I'm here with you, to let you know that this is up and up.
I see.
She's going to learn how to be the best she can be. I'm going to make sure
How noble.
part of that doesn't get her killed. But I want you to help me do that.
What if the best that she can be is dead?
I'm pretty sure she's got the survival instinct in her.
Well, better for who, I suppose, is the question. But we need her here. She does so much for our community, our family.
I think she can do both things.
I see. And what makes you think that Mercy has the skills to track this Sabbat elder that you are referring to?
When I became what I became, I had none of the skills. I learned the way I'm teaching mercy. They put me out there. They made me do something. And then I learned about my own self from all that they put me through.
So
You know this as much as I do.
yes, it's true. It's true. In our day, we did put each other through many hazings and initiations. I wonder now, looking back at my lifetime, if it was the right thing, the right way. Perhaps we could have been kinder to the young ones. Perhaps we could have given them the tools that they needed. Then perhaps they would not resent us so much. And we may end up with less problems, such as the anarch movement, for example.
Mercy's not a child. She's just not been taught well.
I see.
And I
So-
know you can do that. I trust you to do that.
Very well, then, Archon. I'll take this under advisement. I think I may have overreached myself tonight. I'm so sorry.
No, apologies, they're not necessary. You and I.
Doctor, I need my. And doctor comes over and brings a bag of pills and puts some in her hand.
With your permission, my lady, I will leave you now.
Yes. Good night, Archon.
I promise. I'll do my best to keep Mercy alive.
Oh, well, thank you. My thoughts and prayers are with you too, good sir. Good night.
All right. Good
And
night.
leave. All right.
And I must make an appointment with Juggler. That's the boy I've been wanting to see for ages.
Okay.
Better
so-
you than me.
all right. So Vincent is sending to Juggler. Charlie, do you have any character scenes you want to run right now?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to cut to Juggler.
Right. I would like to say that I probably would have found somewhere that I can post that later.
Okay.
Probably in the center of Chicago.
Okay.
Would
Yeah,
have just
from a-
dropped it off
Send it
along the
from
way.
somewhere in like central post station, Chicago Central Post Station, from the Loop.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yep, you can go to Jugular now. Jugular.
To the jugular.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Mercy's name for him.
All right. So this is Chase, or this is Vincent. This is
Vincent.
Vincent. So Vincent, you've never been. I don't think you've ever been to the Rose Garden before, have you?
No, never.
Okay. Very well. Well, you are informed as to where it is if you
Yep.
you want to head there.
Yep.
You know of Juggler. You never met the guy. Yada
Yep.
yada yada. Okay. So how are you going to go about this?
I am actually gonna, if they got away, I'll ask, I'll ask Antius,
Yeah.
how, does he know how I can get in touch with Juggler himself?
He says I can get you a phone number for one of his people.
All right. I'd like to ring him, please.
All right. Hello, this is Turo who is speaking.
This is Vincent Meyer.
I don't know you, Mr. Meyer.
I am new to the city.
Uh-huh.
I wish to have a meeting, if possible, with Juggler. He may bring whatever force he thinks he needs. I am an Archon, but it is only a discussion. I do not want any trouble whatsoever. Can you please make that clear?
Well, first of all, the individual that you're referring to is not very likely to leave his haven. If you want to meet him, you probably will need to meet him at the Rose Garden.
I will do that. If that is what he requires, where he feels safest, I will do that. Tell him
When do you think you would like to make your appointment, Mr. Meyer? I understand that you are an Archon, and I'm sure that our mutual contact would like to see you as soon as possible, so perhaps you would like to make this as quickly as possible.
Yes, I'll be coming on a motorbike.
Very well. I'll tell you what, when you get to the door, I'll make sure there's somewhere there to look after your bike, okay?
Okay.
It'll be a fellow by the name of Genghis. He is a big guy. You
All
can't
right.
miss him. And if
Once
you
again, I want to make it clear. I need no trouble.
I
I
heard you
just
the
want
first
to
time.
discuss.
I heard you the first time. Okay. And finally, when you get here, you should wear some kind of artifact or item of clothing that we can identify you with, like a red jacket or something like that.
I'll wear.
What do you got?
I will wear a.
It's got to
red
really
jacket.
stand out. Okay, red jacket.
Yes.
All right. So someone with a red jacket is going to pull up on a motorcycle at the front of the rose garden. Genghis is going to look after your bike, and then I am going to take you to see our friend.
I will pass over all my weapons to whomever you wish me to.
I really appreciate your cooperation.
Good. We have a mutual problem.
Understood. I imagine it's something like that. It's not really my business because
I just want to
might
make
say
things
that
clear.
I'm
I
just a
just want to make
doorman.
things clear.
You can remember my name is Toro. All right, then.
Total.
We'll see you soon.
Looking forward to it.
Click. And broom, broom, broom goes the motorcycle. And the zip, zip of the leather jacket. And
Yep.
Zooming across the city. Put your hand up if you want to have a turn at some point, Charlie. Just if you
Yeah,
think of a
'cause-
scene you want to do.
Please.
In any case, so Barry, you get to the rose garden. You pull up out the front. A large fellow who looks like he might be a Genghis. He's got, studs and shit all through his face and piercings everywhere and tattoos all over the place. He's bald, wears a fishnet cut-off t-shirt with a black feather boa wrapped around his arms and shoulders, which you notice kind of has a kind of jangly noise to it, like it might have metal parts inside it. In any case, Turo comes out at that point and brings you in and takes you to a counter, and he says, if you can lay your weapons out here, it would be good, thank you.
He does.
So nice to meet you, by the way.
Good to meet you too.
We don't get a lot of Archons in here. You notice that the club has been closed down. There's nobody in here right now.
Okay.
And the bars are all shut. He leads you up these stairs that go around the side of the room and up to the second floor where there's a cage that they have to open the first door, and then you go inside there, and then they close the door behind you, open the next door, you come out, and finally you get taken through to Juggler's private chambers, where he stands waiting your arrival.
I walk in.
He's wearing a suit with a big collar. It's a white suit. He's got a pink shirt on. Mr. Meyer, I presume. I'm
Yes.
the one they call Juggler.
Pleasure is all mine.
Well, that's yet to be determined. Please do come in. It was very nice of you and so very polite of you to offer to come and visit us this evening. How can we help you?
The Convention of Thorns.
The Convention of Thorns.
Yes.
A contentious and thorny issue.
Yes. I am aware of it.
Why?
I know it.
Good.
And I come here under those rules.
All right. Well, you're concerned that I am hostile to you. I'm not.
I pretty much assumed that if you wanted to get rid of me, you could have got rid of me so much.
I'm not
easier.
in the business of knocking off Archons, Mr. Maya. It's not
However,
my interest.
we apparently have a prince that is.
Oh,
Are you speaking of our mutual friend Loden then?
Yes, I think I might be.
Do you think he's knocking off Archons?
Well,
I
it's
mean,
a turn of phrase. A
it
turn of phrase.
is somewhat true, according to the sources that I've been listening to, that he is responsible for the death of Archon Turris. But then Archon Turris apparently rode into Elysium on a motorcycle shooting the place up, so I guess he was kind of fucking asking for that.
Hmm.
I mean, that was kind of asking for it.
I met Archon Terrace once.
Yeah.
He didn't
No.
strike me as a stupid man.
Not stupid, but compulsive sometimes.
Impulsive. But I don't think... Do you think he would have been that compulsive?
Hard to say. I didn't know him that well. But he was a gangrel, and gangrel have a lot in common with the Bruja. Hot blood.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Now, what I'm here to ask you is, according to the Convention of Thorns, has a certain prince broken any rules connected with that?
You're asking me if Prince Loden has been following the Convention of Thorns rules and laws and edicts from several. He tells you the date. I'm sure you both remember it. I think
Yep.
it's like 15 something. Well, I imagine if I was to think about it, I could probably make you a list.
You didn't happen to film any of these, if they happen, things, did you?
Well, Archon. Is
Yes.
that a leading question? Are you trying to set me up?
No.
I
But
would-
then
I
you
wouldn't
have no reason...
videotape or record anything that had anything to do with vampires or their activities. That
Of
would be a
course
breach of
not.
the Masquerade, and under the Convention of Thorns, we anarchs respect the Masquerade.
But if some tapes should happen to be sent my way by somebody unknown to me,
I feel that would be a somewhat underhanded move on my part.
it would be underhanded. Oh, forgive me for even suggesting it. It would be a terrible, underhanded thing.
I have heard rumor, however, that there is apparently somewhere a hidden warehouse full of such discrepancies and disgraces.
And the world tells me that there are certain men, like the one in front of me, that have great resources.
Well, you might be surprised.
How are you people at digging holes?
Digging holes? And who do you mean by my people? The anarchs? The anarch movement? A bunch of free people who do what they will, when they will, as they will? I don't command them.
Oh, you don't command them, I realize that. But would they like to help to bring justice?
Oh, well, when you put it like that, that's a different kettle of fish. I'd have to think about that, and I could propose such a thing to some specific individuals, perhaps. I wouldn't want to give away any names. You see, the right to privacy, I think, is very important to the...
Oh, so do I. I think that the less both of us know, the better.
You are very cautious, Archon, I must admit. I value that. But it's interesting to see how a lifetime of politics among the Camarilla has turned you into a paranoid, frightened individual. It's sad to see. And
It is. It's appalling. But
would you like to talk about it?
yes. Over the years, I've seen a lot of things.
Truly, if you needed a sympathetic ear, and I am not kidding, I'm here.
I will keep that in mind. But my people mainly a friend of yours named Chase, has found a certain place in a railway station
Oh,
that is directly under a certain building.
what's the building that you're talking about?
The building is, and oh, look. On your table is he puts a picture on the table.
Okay. What's the
And he
picture?
goes, you haven't seen this, but it looks something like that.
And what is it that he's looking at?
He's looking at the place where the tapes are because he would have talked to Chase about it. Chase would have talked to him about it.
Right. So he's showing him a map of it, or a photograph of the surface, or
A map of the place where it
Okay.
is. And pictures of it's a folder
Okay, it's a folder.
that is accidentally going that way.
Okay. I'm gonna take that back a little bit because
Because Chase knows where it is. He knows where the thing
Yep.
is, so he would have told the.
okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. And what you know is that, but what at this point nobody has got any idea of what's in that building, what's under that building. The only thing that you've got is
There may be tapes there.
There may be tapes there,
Yeah.
and that you think you can blast a way through to that chamber, but you also
Yeah.
are terrified that if you do that, it's going to set off all their alarms and possibly even wipe the tapes in advance. Right? So that's
Yeah.
the information that you're giving Juggler.
Yep.
So you're saying that if I was to obtain this information, break into this vault of whatever evidence, I should pass it over to you, and you will bring justice to Chicago.
And the people would know that the anarch cause helped.
Would they? You would tell them that?
I would. I don't plan to be an Archon very long.
Are you planning to become a Justica? Ambitious, are you?
No, I plan to leave after this one.
7 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Minimum. Sometimes you don't even get to leave. A lifetime of servitude. Enjoy the Camarilla.
I got to admit, I've enjoyed my time with you so far.
Well, yeah, well, we like to party.
Yes, we do. And
Well, I will pass on your information. I'll pass it around.
All right. Let me know what you come up with.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you need resources that you haven't got and I have, call on me. I'll see what I can do.
What would I need such resources for? I mean, I'm not invading anyone. I'm not killing anyone. I'm not chasing anyone. I'm just defending my haven and my domain.
Precisely.
Well, to be fair, we're not under attack right now, but if we were, you'll be at the top of my list.
Good.
Thanks. Now, would you like a drink, sir? Seeing as you're here?
I'm going to trust you and say yes.
Sure. Well, it would be very foolish of me to fuck with you. You are an Archon after all, and I imagine you'd be back here with another 10 Archons and Justicas at my door if I was to try and blood bond you or trick you into something. I couldn't even blood bond you in one night anyway, so it would be pretty pointless, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, how about you take a pick of these, and downstairs through the glass window, you can see down on the dance floor a number of individuals assemble. They look like dancers, bodyguards, different types of people.
And I partake with them.
Very well.
I partake with them.
All right.
And then,
Well, he lets you go downstairs by yourself and do that.
Okay.
And afterwards, they show you out, and your motorcycle is restored to you along with your weapons, etc.
Yep.
And fuck off, Ski. Yep.
Okay.
All
Yep.
right.
Okay, that's done.
Last juggler gives you a card before you leave so that you can email him and call him if you ever need to.
Okay. Right.
All right, Charlie.
I think I'll probably just spend time with Mimi until the next night.
Till the next night. Okay.
Yeah.
What has Bella been doing?
She's probably doing some restoration work, I suppose. You know, just whatever needs to be done at that stadium, she'll do. Clear out rubbish or whatever. That's kind of her thing.
Her phone rings.
Oh, okay. I'll answer.
Bella, it's Zora here.
Hello.
Zora, Bella, there's somebody here. They want to talk to you like urgently. Like I think you should come home.
All right.
Back to the High Priestess if you can.
Yep, I'll be there in a sec.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Oh, wait. Before she hangs up, I'm like, is it 11:11 yet? Which is her like way of saying, "Are you in trouble?"
She says, it's like 11:09.
Okay, I'll be there.
All right. So you head off, and Bella, you go directly to the High Priestess.
I'm gonna mention to Chase, might need you at the High Priestess. See you when you get here, but yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, he's coming. He's on his way.
All right.
He doesn't need the voice.
All right. Well, when you get to the High Priestess, whoever gets there first, I'm assuming it's going to be Bella.
Well, I'm not in Gary.
Right. And Bella, you mean you could literally wait until Chase gets there before going in, or are you just going to go straight in?
I'll go in first, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Zora seems
when you get
frantic.
there, first of all, you turn around onto your own street. So you arrive at your corner and you drive around onto your street. And can you make a perception check, please?
Ooh. I might also quickly call Yaryan as well.
You're going to call Yayan.
Yeah. Be like, I might need your help, maybe.
Yayan goes straight to messages.
Okay, well, that's what I say to him. I might need your help at the High Priestess. Something's up. Not sure. Okay. What was the roll? Sorry.
Perception alertness.
Okay, let's get her sheet out.
And Chase will let
Just
Vincent know that something's up at the High Priestess.
Oh, god damn. I have a lot of hatred for Vincent now. Sorry. Can't be helped.
Can't be helped.
No.
All right. So what did you roll on your perception awareness check?
This one.
One. There's more vehicles here than usual. And you pull up. There's like a pickup truck and some bikes and some other shit around.
Weirdly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will park, and I will like go up to see what the haps is.
All right. Well, you go up to the door, and through the door, you can make another perception alertness check, please, or perception investigation check.
Investigation. 2.
Okay, 2. You can see Zora talking to somebody who doesn't seem to be. They're just out of view, just around the corner slightly. Just you can't see them from the doorway, but she's talking to somebody or another. And you're looking at her face and what have you. She seems a bit scared and a bit put off, and she's mostly watching this person, whoever it is, walking around the other side of the shop where you can't see. And
right.
Okay, so you go through.
I'm gonna go through the door. Yeah.
You go through the door. Okay, and you come through the door, and there's this dude standing there with this. He's got a red and white checkered shirt, pair of jeans. He's wearing fucking spurs on his boots, and he's got.
I think we've met him.
Long bit of grass sticking out of his mouth.
and a hat with a sheriff's badge on it.
Hello, everyone. How can I help?
That's right.
Hi.
Have I met you before?
Yes, you have. We were at the.
What's your name again?
The cave. I'm no, I'm Bells.
Oh, you're Belladonna. That's the one
Yeah.
I'm looking for. You own this place, is that right?
Yep, that's me.
That's you. Excellent. Well, you're the one I want to talk to.
Sure. Let's
You
sit around
got
the prop
any
table.
storage in this place here? Looking around, you got quite a little bit of room, it seems to me. I reckon you probably get enough room. Store some shit for me.
I don't actually have a lot of room.
Well, you
We
better
keep
find
getting in new
some,
products.
because I got a job for you.
But why?
None of your business, really. You just need to do the job and shut up and just keep your pretty middle mouth quiet about the whole thing, and everything will just be fine. You won't mind at all. I got boxes. They're going to come in here in the next couple of nights and even days. You're going to put them somewhere. You're going to keep your fucking mouth shut. You're going to tell nobody about it, and I'm going to make you a shit ton of money out of it. All right?
I don't really need money.
Oh, you do. Everybody needs money. You can't say that. That's bullshit.
I don't need money. Thank you. Hey, don't spit there.
Do you know what this is? This here's sheriff badge represents. I here am the sheriff of Chicago. I have this edict given to me by Prince Loden, you see. So I kind of can just ask you to do this, and you kind of will fucking do it for me. Okay?
Am I allowed to have a chat to Prince Loden about it?
You want to talk to Prince Loden about it? Why you want to do that?
Oh, because, I mean, he's your superior. I just need to make sure that everything's on board with him.
You don't need to talk to nobody. You talk to me.
Yeah, but you talk to him. I'm just
You
kind of
talking back to me, little girl? Do I need to smash your goddamn face in?
In my haven.
I don't give a damn. You see this fucking badge? I'm not gonna say it again. Takes his hat off and puts it on the table. You like this place? Like it the way it is? Yeah? You wouldn't want to see it bulldozed, would you?
No.
No. So you keep your mouth shut. Just do what I say. I'm asking you so little. I just want some space to store some shit for a while. After that, I'll be gone. Never see it again. And you make a whole shit ton of money in the meantime. Are we clear?
Fine. I'll find a place. Fine.
Good. Good. By the way, I liked your friend Zora. She's one of your ghouls, is she, huh?
She is.
Yeah, she's pretty too.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I'll be seeing you again.
All right. Have a good night.
You won't be talking to nobody about this, right?
Well.
Right? Don't make me come over there. He starts walking in your direction. Spurs jingling and jangling. Chase can make a dex and drive check to see whether he's here yet.
Okay, go on.
He's coming a little bit further, but he might be driving fast.
Oh yeah, because he saw the trouble with they had the other time, and if the trouble is the same trouble, he knows what's coming.
6 successes, motherfucker, Chase. Okay, so at that moment you hear cars pull up outside. Stop, squealing of brakes. Chase comes running to the door, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right.
And while he's making that distraction, I'm going to make a phone call to Prince Loden.
Well, wait, because
if he gets distracted.
The minute that car pulls up and there's a bang at the door, the sheriff turns around to you and he goes, "Who the fuck is that?" You call someone.
Well,
who'd you call?
I just told my friends.
Your friends?
I told everyone I knew.
Oh, yeah?
They had to come over and, say hi to the person that was threatening my...
fucking bitch. God damn you. God damn you. Why'd you have to go and fuck this up? We could have been friends. We could have made a whole shit ton of money together.
I've got a lot of friends, and I don't need money. Thank you.
You're going to regret this. You are going to regret this.
Could you please leave?
He kicks in the front counter, the glass counter where all the crystals and shit are and the little fairies and stuff, and smashes the glass. He goes, yeah, I'll leave.
Chase will
Snatches up
come
his-
in then.
Just as
will come
Chase
in.
comes in, he snatches up his hat, turns around to face you, Chase. Get the
Sheriff.
fuck out of my way.
Sheriff, the Archon wants to speak to you.
Out of my way.
The Archon wants to speak to you.
The sheriff punches you in the face quite hard.
A sheriff doesn't outweigh an Archon.
Yeah, well, that's all true, Barry, and I'm aware of these things.
No, I'm just saying a sheriff doesn't outweigh an Archon. At least I hope I'm remembering that right.
Yes.
But you aren't an Archon. Although he is taking bites in my haven, so don't I have a right to defend
do.
myself?
You do.
Out of game, yes, you do.
One-
but
I'm
One
gonna
game.
try and stake him.
One must respect another's haven.
I think I can handle this. I think I got it.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So he hits you with 2 10s and an 8. Bang! It sends you back through the window, through the door, smashing through the glass plate window,
Okay.
setting off the alarm.
Can I try and stake him?
You can roll the hit with a stake.
Okay, I'd like to boost my strength.
Yeah.
Blood. I'm gonna use a willpower because
Okay.
this is another character that sucks at that.
Mm-hmm. Imagine.
If only I had a bow and arrow, this could be so much better, so much cooler. But anyway, not yet. What were we? Strength and brawl?
Strength
No,
and melee.
melee. Okay.
Yeah.
Strength and melee. Is this the right character? Yeah. Okay. Strength and melee.
Dude, Chase, the 6 successes on the driving skill.
Okay, that was good. That was
Amazing.
Oh my god, I did it.
Oh,
Like,
you
4.
did it! You got
Oh
4
my
successes
God.
and a willpower point. You actually staked them. Holy fuck! You staked Balthazar.
I am so proud of you.
Wow! And he just, I guess he just totally underestimated and yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. You staked him. He goes down to his knees, and Chase, you see the shocked expression on his face, like he just never could have perceived of this even happening. Like it's just beyond his ability to even imagine it happening, and now it's happened. He's just in shock for that
Alright.
moment as the stake comes out. He looks down, and then he's frozen and he collapses
Okay,
to the ground. His
they're
hat-
gonna put him in a body bag,
I'm like freaking out a little.
and
Shaking a
they're
little.
gonna take him to the car, throw him in the back seat, and take him to the Archon
Okay.
because she's got cameras there now.
Does she?
Didn't you put cameras in? I'm sure you did.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
No,
you
I-
should do something to help.
Bells isn't very good with that.
Oh,
Technology is not her forte.
but they got proof. There's the 2 of them. There's a Malkavian and an Archon and a
And a ghoul.
witness. We got proof. They broke the rules big there. Okay, and we'll take the boxes as well to see what's in them.
The boxes aren't here. He didn't bring the boxes. He was only making the organizing for this to happen.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, he's broken one rule at least that we know of.
Okay.
I have the right to defend myself in my
Yeah,
haven.
you do.
And okay, so you've got a stake. You've staked him with one hand. Your phone's in the other hand with Loden's number ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And meanwhile, Chase, you're putting him in a body bag.
Yeah,
Dumping
and
him. Yep. In
and
what
taking-
car?
in my, I didn't come in a, I come in Vincenzi's car.
Okay.
Vincenzi's my man. for
So
that kind of
Vincenzi's
stuff.
driving. Okay.
Yeah,
Where are you going, Chase? Where are you taking him?
he's going to the Archon.
Okay, should I call up Loden and say what happened here?
No, the Archon can do that.
Okay, right.
Let's keep him cool.
Do you want me to go with? Actually,
Oh
no.
yes, you're coming with me, and bring your retainer as well.
I definitely will. She's shaking.
Okay.
So Zora gets in the vehicle with you, and
I'm hugging her,
All right.
and I'll message Yayan to say that the problem is solved? Question mark.
He texts back, okay.
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 And they take him to. They go by China
Okay.
to the hideout.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you get back to Chase's haven location where Archon, Vincent, and the rest of them are. All right. And you pull
Okay.
up inside,
Yeah.
and Jackie's like, "Hey, Chase, how you doing?" "Oh, Bella, yeah."
Hey. Hi.
"Hey, everyone's here. Zora's here too." And everyone sort of pays attention for a minute and goes back to their work.
Jules,
Yes.
get ready for any kind of attack.
Why? What's going on? Okay, we're gonna go to Code Blue. Code Blue, everyone. Whoop!
Blue's a pretty color.
There's lights flash inside every room of the building for a moment, and everyone starts moving to Code Blue.
Is Vincent back from his previous thing yet?
Oh, what was his previous thing?
He went
Oh,
to see
right. Yeah,
Juggler.
Juggler. Is he back? No, probably not, to be honest. He was away for a while. He had to go to... Mind you, this is Gary.
Yeah. And the
He's
club
about-
is in Gary. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's probably coming back soon, you would expect. He probably
Poor bugger's thinking it's been a long, long night.
It's going to take him
And,
about 20 minutes to get back here.
Yeah. He gets off his bike when he gets there. He's thinking it's been a long, long night. And then
Right. Well, just before he gets there, what does everyone do for 20 minutes?
Just giving Zora some pets.
All right. She gets... Zora manages to convince Sledge to make her a green tea. And he does.
Oh, that's kind.
And Jimmy
So
is...
nice of him.
Jimmy's a little bit put out by that.
I won't. I'm not intruding.
All right.
Nope.
In any case, Vincent, you come sauntering in to discover that Vincenzi's car is parked up in the middle of the interior of the, chamber,
yeah.
the warehouse. And people are standing around the back of that car, especially the trunk of the car, as if it had like a Nazi gold in it or something. What I'm getting at?
What's going on?
We staked the sheriff, but we didn't stake the deputy. Sorry, I had to say that. I had to. I'm sorry.
I'm going to give you an experience point for that.
Thank you.
You did what?
Oh dear.
She staked the sheriff, but she did not stake the deputy.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Terrible joke, Charlie. Yeah. I should. Yeah. Okay.
Give me more points. Give me more.
Okay. So.
But yeah, so that's what happened. He came into my my haven and he threatened me and Zora to look after his like boxes of something. I didn't know, but he said that I'd make lots of money from it. He wouldn't take no for an answer. Chase came in and he was so angry that I called others that he punched him. So I staked him in my haven. I thought it was self-defense. So now I have him here. We took him here because apparently you need to see him for something.
Now, out of game, do you mind having this conversation in front of Jackie and Antheus? Are they there? That's cool with that with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jackie's sitting there going, "What the fuck, man? Like, sheriff? He came into your haven, like into the high priestess?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not good," says Antheus.
Zora wouldn't have let him in, right?
No.
What, you checked the door and he would...
She said, she goes, No, he knocked. I thought he was a customer, you know. I thought he was coming to buy something. And I mean, it's late and we were closed, but I thought, wow, you know, what's the harm? Surely I can sell this cowboy something.
Right. And then he just like,
Yeah, so
are you
then
okay? And
he demanded that he wanted to talk to you. So I called you, and then you came, and then everything happened, you know. I mean, obviously I was scared because he was making these demands, and he was very forceful about it, you know. Told me I had to get you on the phone quickly. I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll try my best, you know. I'll get her here as quickly as I can. I don't know. He expected that you were going to be there, I suppose, when you turned up, but I was kind of surprised that there was no one there, just me. It's kind of,
Did you give him permission to come into your haven?
well, I gave him permission to come into the shop.
You did.
Well, it's a shop, you know. It's like a public place. The haven is not the shop. The haven is, I don't know where the lines draw. You know, how do you draw those lines? Because
well, to me, I live there.
but you sleep upstairs, you know, and
It's my haven.
yeah.
So the whole shop is a haven.
Yeah.
You gave him permission to come into that part of the haven.
Well, Zora did without knowing, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But the way that he acted was inappropriate.
And he...
What did he do? Like, what did he actually do? Like,
he threatened me, and then he punched Chase.
wow.
He
Okay.
threatened you and he punched Chase.
Why did he threaten you though? What did he want?
He wanted to store his packages in my haven, and I told him no. And he,
Packages or what?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Probably money or drugs or something.
So he hasn't had time to tell anybody that these packages are not supposed to come to you.
Like I don't know how they're gonna get here to mine. I don't know, but I don't want them there.
Well, I mean, you can pull a stake out.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Young lady, stop thinking. Let me do the thinking, all right?
Excuse
right.
me?
Stake her house out, all right? I want you to stake her house out because, young lady, if those packages come and they're illegal and he forced you to try and put those packages of illegal or any wrong stuff in your haven, then that gives us more of a case.
Oh yes, that's fine, but maybe don't tell someone not to like think. I don't think that's
well, maybe
very
you
fair.
need to learn a little bit about what it's like to have to deal with this kind of crap.
Are you always like this? Just be nice to
all
people.
These, do any of you understand that any of these people, loaded and included, can kill you and make it so you never were there? Do you understand that?
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, but that's not what
You're not acting like people who understand that. These people are powerful.
Are you okay?
You've got to be.
Archon?
You've got to be careful. I am okay. I've been in the world a lot hell of a longer than any of you have.
But what makes you think that we're not actually taking precautions?
Hold on a minute. Can I interrupt here?
Please.
Okay. I mean, I understand that you are from the old world, Archon. But here in America, people want to live their lives too. Okay? And we're not going to live in fucking fear. We're not going to spend our existence in fear.
At all if
but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And we're prepared to take responsibility for that.
And die.
Am I dead? Do I look dead to you?
Is your leader dead?
Yeah, well, he made his own mistakes, and I'm not taking responsibility for what he did, okay? And that had nothing to do with this. But not everybody wants to live their lives like some kind of paranoid fucking Archon, okay? There's hundreds of vampires, and they're all doing their thing. Most of them are just getting along with it. And yeah, there's some crazy fucking people and there's all sorts of shit going on. But actually, Archon, if you forgive me, that's your responsibility, not hers.
He could have killed her today.
He could have.
He could have
And
killed her
he shouldn't
tonight.
have, because he works for the prince.
That's
He's
why
the one breaking the rules here. You can't chew her out for his mistake.
like I did take precautions. That's why I told Yaryan and Chase, because I thought that this was going to be an issue. I didn't know what it was, but I took precautions.
I mean, you yourself have told us that you think that Clan Gangrel have been unfairly targeted.
Yes.
Our clan just want to get on with our lives. We don't want to spend our time worrying about this, that, and security, blah, blah. We sleep in the ground. We don't need security. We don't need all
But
of this
if you're
bullshit.
not careful, you'll all be sleeping in the ground forever. Each one of you. Then where will your clan be?
Your clan, too. I tell you this, Archon. Tyrus would not have done this to us.
No, instead, he went into a place where he knew he'd get wiped out. He risked everything.
He tried to do something.
I'm trying to keep you all alive so that we can do this job, so that we can get justice. Do you want to be alive to see this man pay for what he's done? Because if you don't, I'll really go now.
Archon, you and I think, already understand each other, okay? You and I had a conversation earlier this evening. You offered me to be your second in command. So you must think something of my opinion, right?
I do.
Clearly, I'm not a complete idiot. Either that or you like to hire complete idiots. But
You've survived so much and learned so much. That's why I want you as my second.
right. Now, Bella here has been a vampire for maybe 30 years now. She's comes from a peaceful lifestyle, a peaceful background. She's not been a target to anybody this whole time. Our clan keeps this sacred. It is sacred to us that there are members of our clan that do not have to live like dogs, do not have to be treated like animals, do not have to be corralled like that. And I personally, forgive me, Archon, object to you speaking down to her like that. She is my sister.
I want to hug him so bad.
I agree with you. Precautions should be taken. But you don't need to chew her out. She's just a kid compared to you.
Perhaps it is I who have learnt the lesson here. Perhaps it is I who need to apologize.
We have to protect the innocent ones here. We can't make them into monsters. We can't force them. It's going to happen soon enough. We're all vampires.
So, Belle, you don't
yes.
want me to stake out your...
Oh no, I think that's a good idea. I just would like a bit more respect, I think. Just, don't tell me to silence myself. It wasn't very nice to hear, and it offended me.
Anyway, now that we've all got that clear, can we move on?
Yes. And Vincent comes in front of you and says, "If you will permit me." And he gives you a hug and says, "I'm sorry. Even an old man can make mistakes."
I hug him back. It's okay.
All right. What are we doing, people?
We have a stake sheriff here.
We do.
Apparently Chase said that you need to talk to him.
Well,
Is that true?
Does anybody on our team have Dominate? Can they look in the mind of a person? Anyone?
Not me. Maybe Chase can.
Anthea says I can read his aura.
At least we'll know he's not lying. the question is, and to tell you the truth, I don't know, do we keep him that way? He has broken a rule.
Well, we could deliver him back to Loden and say, here's your sheriff. We had to stake him. He was doing some bad shit. You can punish him if you want to, but anyway, he's yours.
Did Mercy and Peter like contact him about the whole graveyard situation?
I don't know. Did they?
Okay, Mercy definitely wouldn't have.
It's
But that's because her mind's not. She doesn't do paperwork.
Mercy. So
It's
that's
in
the thing, because
Peter's report.
it's in Peter's report.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the bat business.
So the question is whether or not they've read the report.
Probably,
I suppose.
throw a dice to see if I did.
All right.
Oh,
There's
too.
lots of reports.
Yeah,
God.
Bells can't keep on track of it either.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for Vincent to have read the report.
1 to 10.
I'm
So
making an
10?
investigation check for him.
I'll do the same then.
Vincent has not read the report. He's seen the report and not yet read it.
Is it a perception?
It's an investigation. Yeah, perception and wits and investigation.
Okay.
Okay. Not yet read it. Okay.
Maybe he skimmed it but didn't sink in properly.
No.
Okay. Definitely.
That makes sense about
definitely.
it.
I mean,
What about Chase?
to be honest, there's one thing that Belle and Vincent share.
Oh, besides being gangrel.
They hate reading reports.
Yeah. Did
Right.
Chase read it though? Surely
Chase might have read it.
Chase would have read it.
he's more
read it.
on the
Because
ball than
he-
any of us.
He's all military and shit, and we've got to get everything right. And
Right. But Chase is also a scatterbrained Malkavian.
yeah. But he's only scatterbrained at certain times.
All his brains are. I imagine all his brains are pretty focused on military bullshit.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. One of them is not so focused, but you haven't met that one yet. Oh, yes, you have. He's the one that says, "What am I here for?" No,
Okay, right.
yeah, that one.
All
You
right.
met that one, and he's not focused at all.
So anyway,
Yeah.
what do you do with Balthazar?
Have we got a secure room?
Oh, of course you have a shit. Come on.
I'm just being sure before I make.
No. Great
Yeah.
question. And yes.
Okay, put him in the secure room.
All right. So they put the box in the secure room.
Yep.
He's still staked, but he's now in the secure room.
Vincent looks at Amphius when they're alone. Maybe I'm too old for this shit, Amphius.
Hey, I'm sorry about calling you out before in front of the others.
Even an old man needs bawling out sometimes. I'm new at this, remember?
You're from the old world and you have different ways of thinking, but you have to remember now, these vampires were made in this century, and they believe in things like women's rights and equality and shit like that. You know, so you can't just talk to people like they're women or men. They're vampires. You're a vampire. We're all the fucking same. It doesn't matter what we look like on the outside. You can't speak.
You're starting to sound like Phoenix.
Yeah, well, I don't know Phoenix, but...
Oh, he's my child.
Oh, well, you chose well then.
Yeah, he's always telling me I'm behind the times. Get with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry I bawled her out.
Oh, well, she'll get over it, I think.
I was a kid once. I should have known better.
It's all right. Don't worry. The main thing is we figured out what the fuck we're going to do with this guy. I still think we should send him back to Prince Loden. And I'll tell you why. Okay?
Yep, go.
I've been in and out of the city for years, and Loden is, he likes this guy. He uses him. He's like he's like his fucking blunt instrument. This is the guy that he sends. Like, when the job is too dirty for Al Capone, they send this guy.
Oh, I'd really love to see what's in those packages then. Really?
So yeah. So what do you want to do with him? Maybe you want to talk back to Bella again and
Bella, you're a genius. Bella?
Thank you.
He goes to
Yes.
Bella, he grabs Bella and he kisses Bella and says, you are a genius.
Why?
An absolute genius.
That's another thing you should probably think about. You know, you shouldn't kiss someone off the bat like that.
No, like on the cheek.
Oh, okay.
Not right on the, yeah.
Right, what's happening here? Why?
You're a genius, but I need your help.
Okay.
But I need your permission first.
Well, thank you. I'll give you my permission once I hear what the plan is.
Listen to me,
Yeah.
both of you.
okay.
We're going to take him back. And I'm going to meet with Prince Loden, with one of you, and say that I have told you to take the packages. All right? And I want you, if he still lets us, take the packages. Okay?
Why are we doing this? Surely by now he knows it's some kind of ruse. We stake the guy. Well,
That's
you
true.
stake the guy. She points.
That's true.
I
That's
did.
true.
I'm so proud
That's
of
true.
myself.
It might be a bit late now. for
So
the
you should
packages.
be. Oh, that would have been a good idea, but for that. Thanks, Amphius.
Yeah, you're a better option. I say it again. Take him back to Loden. But
Yeah,
you know
well,
what? When you take him back to Loden, you need to use that as some kind of leverage. You're like, hey, Loden, I'm an Archon, and look how nice I am. I'm giving you your guy back. Could have killed him, but I'm giving him your guy back. You owe me a favor, Loden.
Okay.
You don't have to say it like that, obviously, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right. Then we're going to
You
have
could
to break.
you could always blood bond him.
you could
Sorry.
always kill him too, says Jackie.
Jackie.
Well, fuck that guy,
Oh.
man.
No, we don't do that here. We don't stoop to their level.
No, we won't do any killing.
You're just lucky Randy ain't here, man.
That's
Alright.
true. Yeah.
All right. Who's going to come with me?
I'll do it.
No, not you. Not
Oh.
you. This is, no offense, but this is a bit dangerous.
What? I
If
can
I-
handle danger.
If I get this wrong, he could hand me my ball, but I need someone to come with me.
Well-
Amphius, you up?
Well, he's the one that invaded my haven.
I think you should take her.
You really think so?
You're an Archon. He's not going to do anything to her in front of you. You don't trust yourself?
True. I've got to get the shit in my head.
You need to remember that an Archon is the same power as a prince. The prince is the administrator, the Archon is the muscle.
Okay.
The same
All
level.
right. I've got to get my act together. I wouldn't have done this, and he names it a century.
Right.
I wouldn't have done this then, so get my act together. I used to command bloody armies, for crikey's sake. All right. Come on, let's go, young lady.
Okay.
Well, is it wrong to call her young lady anymore?
Well,
Why don't you
I-
ask her what to call her?
Oh, is it wrong to call you young lady anymore?
you could call me Belladonna.
Oh, Belladonna. All right. Come on, Belladonna.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Right. Oh, Zora, you can stay here if you want. Do you want to stay
Okay,
here?
I'll stay here. Yeah, I might go upstairs though. I don't want to be by the car.
I understand.
Okay.
We drive the car. We will drive the car out
Right. Okay. So you
and put him in another car so he doesn't match Vincenzi's car with,
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right.
All right, and then you drive
fine otherwise.
into the prince's into the seer's tower. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Park up and in the parking lot. And how do you get you leave Balthazar in the car, or are you going to bring him up?
We're gonna bring him up.
Okay, how so? Between you?
Yeah.
Aren't you strong?
Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
You can
Strong
probably
boy?
carry him over one shoulder if you like. But,
Yeah, I'll carry him over one shoulder.
all right, so you get in the lift with this fucking coffin.
And the lift guy, what's his name, Charlie? Do you remember his name?
Frankie. Although there was a new guy, I can't remember
New
his
guy.
name. But yeah, Frankie.
Lucas. Can be Lucas this time. Anyway, the guy's standing there looking at you. Okay, you got a big box there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Usual floor, 110.
Thank you.
Floor. Thank you.
Do we call it advance?
You didn't call in advance.
I'm an Archon. I don't need to call in advance.
I don't know if that. I mean, surely you should, right?
I'm not. His man has done something wrong, so he would want to know immediately. The prince would want to know immediately. None of this fuck around, make an appointment. He'd want me there instantaneously. I'll take the responsibility.
All right, and you get up to the 110th floor, and the door opens, and the security guards are like, "You can't take this box through there. What's in the box?"
Well,
you can put your weapons down over here, please, and
I take up my garden shears.
He does. It's actually
usual.
a staked person.
You have a staked individual in this box.
That's right.
And I'm sorry.
An Archon.
What was your name?
Archon Phoenix.
Phoenix? Archon Maya.
Archon Maya.
Okay. They're standing there for a minute, and they look at each other, and then they say, "Okay, just please wait a minute," and one of them goes off. A couple of minutes later, two of them come back, and they carry the box with you.
Thank you.
And they put it down in the waiting room. And Al Capone comes out from inside the prince's chamber. He's like, "What the fuck is going on here? What are you guys doing here? You can't just turn up like this. We're having a meeting right now."
I had to do this quickly, Mr. Capone. It's a situation that the prince would want to know about.
We got a situation here.
Yes.
Okay.
And I thought you should know about it immediately.
Immediately. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll go and mention that to the prince now and see what he has to say. And Capone turns around and leaves you for a minute.
Good. Thank you.
A minute later, two more guards come out and they pick up the box, start carrying it. And Capone comes out and he leans out through the hallway. "All right, no one's going to talk to you now. You should come on through."
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Takes you through the boardroom this time, and they put the coffin on the board table, in the middle of the board table, and two out of the four walls are windows looking down 110 floors across the city and the lake. At nighttime, obviously. And you can see the half moon, 3/4 moon up above the lake too at this point. And Loden rises from the end of the board table, and he looks up at you as you come in. "Archon,
It's so good to see you again, my prince.
you have brought me here one of my fruit in a box.
Sadly.
Sadly indeed.
I wanted to prevent any kind of embarrassment for you.
Oh, embarrassment for me. I see. Yeah. On what grounds might there have been embarrassment? Perhaps you tell us what this is all about, Archon.
Well, why don't you tell the prince?
Oh, sure. Basically, the sheriff came in. He came into my haven called the High Priestess,
yes.
asking that.
Mentioned I would like to visit your haven. In fact, I've been considering it. Yes.
Okay,
the High
that's
Priestess.
wonderful. Yes. Basically, he wanted to store some stuff there. He was looking around the place, thinking he could put boxes everywhere in my haven, and he when we had a chat about it, he was very forceful, and I didn't like that. I was going to have a chat with you about it. And then as basically when Chase came over, because I had asked him to come over just in case, he got very angry with me, and then he turned to go out. He confronted Chase and punched him in the face, and that's when I staked him, because I won't allow anyone to do that in my haven.
I see. So you were saying that Balthazar, sheriff, forgive me, has reached your domain, breached your haven, and brought violence within your domain against
Exactly.
you and your retainers. That's
And
what
I-
I'm hearing.
And my
thought-
guests.
And your guests. Oh dear. That's
And I
very
thought you-
unfortunate.
And I thought you might like to deal with this privately with her.
Yes, I would. Thank you very much, Archon. I do appreciate that. Perhaps you would like to suggest a course of correctional behavior. Some sort
I'm sure, my prince, you could come up with something that was more than adequate.
Well, I think that justice needs to be done here. Clearly, our friend Belladonna has been put out, and understandably so. And what a fool of this Balthazar, honestly. Oh, well, you know, you can... He seems to be away and lost for words for a moment, and finally he looks back at you. He says, do you think sunlight's too good for him?
I wouldn't ask that you do that. I would not. I mean, that's killing someone.
Well, he's broken the rules, Belladonna. You cannot have that.
There are other ways to correct his behavior.
Would you like to suggest some sort of correction then? After all, you were the victim here, if there's a victim.
Well, I kind of think maybe he should do some community service.
Some sort of penance.
I think that will suffice for me. If I don't know if there's a place that you know what, he can help me clean up the stadium or the racetrack.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you have something in mind, obviously.
Yeah, he can help me paint this new paint the racetrack that I've recently just purchased, and we could, yeah, he can help me with like building and clearing out rubbish, and I think that would be pretty good. I think that would solve it all.
You have a very good mind for these things, I see. And what do you think, Archon? Is that too... I know that you're from the old world. Surely you would have had him staked, put out in the sun, and then all of his brood and his brood's family and their family's goldfish as well, I'm sure.
No, my prince, I would have just beheaded him.
Keeping it very simple. I understand. I've fought in wars myself. I was involved in the
But
retaking of Mexico, in fact.
But
New
is
Mexico, Mexico City. Oh, what am I talking about? No, New Mexico. Yes.
Yeah, but as I am fast learning, my prince, the new world works differently. So I think
Yes.
we should go with Belladonna's request, if you would not mind.
I ask you this, Belladonna. He looks at you. He says, once this punishment that you suggest has been meted out, my concern is going to be that Balthazar may feel somewhat resentful about this. And what will prevent him from making some further incursion or retaliation against you?
I mean,
You will be putting yourself right in the firing line if you expect him to work with you.
Why would he be breaking all these rules in the first place?
Well,
Like you're his sire.
I'm not his sire.
Oh, I thought you said you're. Oh, you said
No.
broodmates, though, didn't you?
Did I?
Is he your?
Out of game. He's not. He's not.
Okay.
Sheriff is actually kind of caitiff.
Oh, okay. Dangerous game. Well, he's your sheriff, right? So
Yes, has been for a while.
so why would you have him as your sheriff if he won't do as you ask him to?
Oh, he will do as I ask him to, but you do understand that he taps the top of the box. He says, our sheriff is very useful for certain things, but subtlety is not one of them. I wouldn't expect a fine art from a spray can.
Okay.
Or should I expect a Mona Lisa from a chisel?
Well,
The right tool for the job.
we do want to make it so that he learns his lesson. I thought this would be, a good way of trying to help that, but yeah, there's no certainty there, is there?
I'm not against the idea, I understand. I think it's actually a good one. But I fear for your life if he was to lose control. He seems to have a bit of the bourgeois blood in him.
Okay, well,
And I'll add he's not usually such a walkover. Who staked him?
me. I
Can
did.
you roll my self-control, please?
Yes, I can.
Don't you love it when people ask that?
Do you want to know?
Go on.
Actually, one success.
Okay. He kind of.
All right.
Excuse me, my prince. Forgive my rudeness, but I'm sure you would find it amusing. You're looking at the staker right there.
Well, that's interesting.
It would seem you train your specialist really well.
Why do you say that?
She's part of the organization you put together, my prince.
Oh, yes. Who has been very successful lately, I might add.
Yes.
Tracking and destroying the Sabbat just as we planned.
Yes.
The Chicago Queen Coterie. I'm very proud of this invention of mine.
Well, it looked like you trained them awfully well.
Well,
I am impressed with your
we did give
wonderful
them a sizable budget.
And they have done well.
Out of game, they haven't used a fucking cent of it, but that's not the point. They got no training, but lots of money. They probably would have better used the training.
Definitely.
That's if they could have sat still and listened for 5 minutes. But, you know, there's that.
Okay, what? How about there be like a...
Oh, shit. It's 1:15.
Yeah. How about there be a representative? I guess just keeping an eye out while he's doing his community service.
Yes. I think that's a great idea. We'll begin with this.
So I'm not so in trouble.
Very
Maybe
well.
we can become friends, right, Balthazar?
You tap the table,
Yeah.
tap the box. All right. And Loden smiles. He's quite amused by this whole thing. Very well then. We shall talk again soon, I hope. And remind me to come and see you at your haven. I'd like to see this high priestess.
All right.
Good night then.
Good night.
All right. And you guys head off and you get in the lift and you leave the Seer's Tower.
Oh, my prince, if you may.
Very well.
I'd just like to say that could you, I would hate to deal with him again.
I see. That is understood, of course. from Prince to Archon. We have an understanding.
Good, my prince. He bows.
Bounce back.
And
Half-assed,
goes.
but does so. Very well, and I'm going to leave you guys there.
Yep. I can't wait to see Balthazar clean stuff.
All right.
Community service. I'm a vampire.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Nighty night.
Love you lots. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.